Welcome to Footballers Convention World Cup Edition. This is the final. We are doing it live. We've got Jamel Johnson, Ryan Connor. You know me, I'm Sevi. We got Fabio and John Roca here.
What's up, everyone?
You can see the stats in front of you. Pretty evenly matched as we go into this one. France and Croatia. France is the bookmaker's favorite. They were minus 110 last time I checked. Plus 360 for Croatia, so you can tell what they think. But looking at the stats you see in front of you, pretty evenly matched. This one just kicked off, so let's join it in progress. Guys, how are we feeling today?
360 is excessive, I think.
Now that I know they're minus 110, I feel wonderful.
Did you have a little bet on the...
I'm going to make one right now. It hasn't changed.
There we go. All right, predictions. I know you guys laid them on us yesterday, YouTube, but remind everyone watching.
Yeah.
So,
oh, look at that.
Well, the lineup is what we saw as you predicted. So well done.
That's one. That's one thing I predicted correctly. The lineup. I can get that one right.
But so far, Croatia's had good possession, and they've moved out of pressure pretty well. So
you said 2-0 France. Was that what you said? And John, you said 2.
I said 3-1 France.
3-1 France.
Yeah, and I just have a feeling they're gonna just break this defense down eventually.
And I think for the second goal for mine, it was going to be something that comes at the end while Croatia's trying to press. So it was going to be more of a 1-0 game most of the time.
Ryan, what do you got?
I go 2-1 or 3-1 France, but comfortable.
Comfortable.
Yeah. The one comes
in
at
total
towards
control.
The end. Yeah.
Jamel, who you got?
I got 3-1 France unless the Croatian president is in attendance. Then I got 3-2 France.
It's good for one goal right there. I like that. I guess I have to be the voice of dissent. I have to go with my 2-1 Croatia after extra time.
Oh yeah.
They love extra time.
They do.
Player of the tournament is, for me, it's Modric so far. But if Mbappe has a great game, I think, or Conte maybe, but it's harder for him to. Yeah, it's harder for him to like signify he's having a great game.
Yeah, I feel bad for Conte because he doesn't get any credit, but he's doing a lot of work there, so he's never going to win.
He gets some credit.
Yeah, but he's never he's not a flash.
Right. He's probably top 5 player in the tournament.
But he's not flashy. He doesn't have all these goals and moments the way that these other players do. So he's not going to stand out, and nobody's going to pick him for player of the tournament. Actually, how does that work? I don't even know. Is there a voting process?
I don't know. It's probably there's someone at FIFA and they count what's in an envelope.
Yeah, right.
Pull the heated balls. That's FIFA democracy.
Yeah.
They really trust the democratic process. I don't want to see Mbappe dive in. I don't want to see any of the Neymar theatrics. Just play how you can play. That's what I like to see. Rakitic, for all we've talked about how great Croatia's midfield been, I feel like he's maybe been kind of the quietest out of all of them. Brozovic has done a lot of running. Perisic has scored some goals. Modric, we talked about a little bit. He's had a great tournament. The Barcelona man maybe is the one who might need to step it up a little. Could we be seeing him, you think, today rising to the occasion a little bit?
Maybe. It's funny because Perisic for me has always been a player who's performed better for a country than for club, which is normally the opposite. You know, you always perform better for club than country. But Perisic always steps up when he's playing for his country. For Inter, he's an okay player. Yeah, he's not anything special. But Rakitic needs to improve. It can't be Modric by himself in this, especially with these two, Pogba and Conte.
And Kalinic for AC Milan. A lot better for Milan than he is for Croatia. Huh? I heard that they're going to vote because I think because we were talking about it yesterday. I think gold medal or bronze, you get 50 medals, and then it's kind of up to your federation to decide all the players. Like, I mean, usually it's pretty set which players get them. It's players that make the team, but then who else in the staff. So I think they said they're going to let the players vote to decide what he gets. Because they're getting something. They either get a winners or losers medal here.
Is that true also with the money that you earn?
I feel like that one they may have something in place a little more.
See, I don't feel like Rakitic has been disappointing at all.
You think he's had a good tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's been as assertive, but I think he's done his job and really had the flashes. I don't think he's looked like a leader in any way like Modric and Perisic have. But I think when he's had his opportunities, I think he's looked great.
He hasn't been disappointing. He hasn't been like misplaying passes. He didn't miss a
say.
penalty in the shootout like he's made those.
He's just not taking any lead.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He's not doing as much, I think, as people expected.
Yeah.
He's doing his job, but it's just not, I guess, in the same way that we were hoping for.
When people know what club you play for and it
Yeah.
says Barcelona, they're kind of expecting a lot.
I think Perisic is going to be the one who gets the Shaqiri contract after the Cup.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What could go wrong?
Right.
No, I think a few players on Croatia, including Subicic, the goalie, and including, what's his name up top? The young kid.
Mandzukic?
No, the young kid.
Rebic?
Rebic.
Yeah,
I think
Rebic.
he's going to get another contract with somewhere else. Or
Where's
at least
Rebic
looked
now?
up. I couldn't even tell you.
I've looked it up about 5 times.
Is he Stuttgart?
He is Eintracht Frankfurt,
Oh,
Frankfurt.
but he's been linked with a couple places. I
All
think.
right.
Ooh.
They just won their cup. That's
The
something.
German Cup?
Yeah.
You're big a DFB Pokal guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Live for that.
Yeah.
Gurmash, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining. Van Sensei says Croatia is winning, and he's watched a stream in Croatian. He doesn't speak a single word of it. But that's why he likes it.
That's smart.
Gurmash is saying 1-0 for France, and shout out to the Outlaw and 5 Horsemen. What? You guys have 5? How do you
Yeah,
get
what
5
happened?
Horsemen?
There was always 5. People don't know that.
Really?
Right?
It's not the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse?
It's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, but like somebody had to hire them, right?
Oh.
So that's the fifth person. That's the
Is
fifth
that
person.
is that you? Are you the?
Yeah,
you
I'm
the-
kind of I put us all together in a new faction, so you know.
I guess that
There
makes
was,
you
al-
God?
there was always J.J. Dillon or Ole Anderson as the 5th horseman, so there was always 5. It's just this biblical reference that people get obsessed with. So.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Bible thing. People are still pretty big on it.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of a big deal. Ooh.
As
telling
a
you, so far
Christian
Croatia's been
comedian,
attacking.
Yeah, I do like
I
the
will say
excitement of the game
it's a
so
pretty
far,
big
man.
It's a big deal.
I like that they've been attacking. This is good. I thought they were going to sit back and absorb
Yeah,
France.
me too. But the nutmeg through ball from Rakitic while we were just
Your boy.
pooping on him. a little bit,
Yeah. Don't sleep on him.
Ryan, I like the Dutch jersey today. I
Thank
think
you.
that's a big call.
Van Nistelrooy from the 3-0 over Italy game in Euro 08.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I mean, you're kind of asking for it, calling it up though. If that's the Netherlands glory moment that you're calling, we've got Fabio sitting right here, who's got a few Italian moments he might like to reminisce about.
Are you Dutch?
I mean, my mom's family hundreds of years ago. Yeah, like literally like 1708, but they still have Dutch names and stuff.
She's got still the original tulip from the crisis.
Yeah.
Damn, Fabio.
Fabio.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez, I thought I was the history major.
I'm going to pull
What's-
this one out. Right here.
Putting that Michigan education on display here for us.
Vive le bleu and go bleu, I guess, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like these checker ones better. I'll agree with that. That side checker stuff always drove me nuts, man.
This is
more
the
profound.
jersey you know for Croatia.
Right.
I mean, even if you're not a family
Yeah, for
pattern,
sure.
it's like when you think of Croatia, you think
Oh,
it
no.
is this jersey,
Damn,
right?
you're-
Did you like the black one with the kind of faint gray?
I liked
checks?
it.
I did. I love that.
I liked
Yeah.
it.
It's like those college football helmets that have like the muted black on them. Like I dig that. I'm actually a fan of that shit.
I think Oregon has that. Yeah.
Chrome, yeah.
What
Oregon
don't-
has like 9,000
Yeah, what
uniforms.
don't they have?
Yeah. Phil Knight and all his money.
Uncle Phil. Mike says, from an English perspective, it's looking good so far for Croatia. None of us want France to win. Of course,
What?
the old
right.
enemy.
The frogs.
The
Yeah.
old enemy. Oh, they both have one World Cup too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. Oh, after they won in '98, I did a pilgrimage when I was studying there through Florida State to go see the trophy, which
Oh,
was
really?
sitting
Oh,
in
really?
the Stade de France.
Oh.
It was 4 trains. It took like 6 hours to get there from where I was in the city.
Jesus.
But it was worth it just to walk into the stadium, and I took pictures and everything like that. It's fantastic. So we'll see if they do it again.
Croatia started a little brighter here. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
safe to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
As the game kind of goes on, and in the second half when people start getting tired and the space starts opening up a little bit,
Yeah.
does that suit France or Croatia more? Whose style does that play into a little bit?
My guess is France in this particular situation, even though that's how Croatia won all their games.
Yeah, I'd say the France of the last month and a half, or really just month actually, because a month and a half ago they tied a U.S. team of teenagers. But
Right.
They lost 1-1, we like to say, right?
yeah, exactly. But I mean, honestly, if France keeps looking lethargic like this, I mean, it really could suit Croatia, because if you look back through their qualifying campaign, one day France looks like the best team in the world. The next day they look like, you know, one of the maybe outside the top 30, top 40, and thus far that's what they look like.
I gotta get me one of those. This seems like a reversal. It felt like yesterday we were talking. We thought France was going to be the one pushing the game, and now it seems like France is the one sitting back, absorbing Croatia's attacks.
Yeah,
this is interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe they know that they've got to get on top of France early.
but it could backfire, right? Because if they start to push too high and you leave space for Mbappe to just turn on the jets against Vida and Lovren, who are not fast.
Yeah.
That could be a very
think
problem.
France is. They're playing possum.
Yeah.
I think that's got to be what it is too. I also think if you're Croatia, I mean, obviously you do want to press, just because you want to assert yourself. But I don't think they're going to score like that. I think they're only going to score on a counter when Pogba's up too high, because when France have their back line plus Pogba and Conte back, I mean, we saw with Belgium they couldn't break through at all, and Belgium has a much more potent attack than Croatia, I think.
I mean, we saw what 5-6 minutes of good France play can do. We saw. I mean, we saw it against Argentina where they just absolutely exploded. And I think that was like a 12-minute span or whatever, where they just looked godly, where they just shredded apart. And even against Belgium, they got a couple moments, where it just you saw the flare come on for just a moment, and that's all they need. But Croatia has done that throughout the tournament. They wore the English down throughout the whole match. England started a little bit brighter, and then it kind of became one-way traffic slowly. And as the game got later, you could see that Croatia was like, well, we know how to play 120 minutes every game, no problem. So I think both teams. This is a worthy final because both teams have the quality to make the other pay in a moment's notice.
Is Croatia all itches?
We got.
I see. Is it all
I think there's like 8 or 9 because we got Vida and Lovren,
Okay.
but you got Versalco, Strinic, Subasic, Modric, Rakitic, Brozovic, Perisic, Mandzukic,
Just 3.
Renic.
Vrsaljko.
Versalco, Lovren, and Vida.
I'm not even going to bother trying to.
Someone check their lineage, right? I don't know. There's no itch there. There's no itch.
I don't buy it. Sounds like a Serb.
That's Serb. That's
They got a Serb in there.
Check the papers. I want a DNA test immediately.
Yeah, there's no way that the Yugoslavia breakup went that smoothly.
We were watching Wimbledon a minute ago. I heard Djokovic was actually going up. I'm pulling for Croatia, and that really ruffled some feathers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Vida got in trouble for that pro-Ukraine stance he took.
He's got the Ukrainian haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is very pro-Ukrainian
Like
haircut.
shaved sides. Though Terry's a big fan
In a
of
club,
that haircut.
in a club somewhere, DJing.
The world's largest electronic dance festival.
Yeah, he looks like a Russian Fernandez situation. Where it's like, you sure you speak Croatian, buddy?
Yeah.
You sure?
Fernandez.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Fernandez, Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? His mom was Mexican?
Fernandez, I
Terry?
don't know about his parents, but he's a Brazilian national.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it was.
He
That's
was.
right.
And he's played in Russia for the past few years.
Wow.
Apparently, only knows a couple Russian phrases.
Oh,
Like
wow.
pass.
Yeah, yeah.
Perisic.
Uh-oh.
God, he's
Look at
such a
this.
handful.
Nice run.
Back post.
Oh, that wasn't a great pass.
Nope.
Hey, Whitesy, what are you yelling about? That's on you, buddy. I'm surprised he didn't have that actually. I mean, that was a good track back for sure. But
Yeah.
Perisic is getting some joy on that. Jacek Hayduk says France all the way. Thanks for watching along with us, buddy. Johnny Goodfellow is upset that you aren't pulling for the underdog.
How dare you?
I know, what's wrong with me? I just fell in love with that France team in '98 and I've never looked back.
It was that trophy you saw. You said it was.
Well, Zidane.
One day that'll be mine? Is that what you said?
Yes, that's what I said. One day I will coach the French team.
Are the rest of us pulling for Croatia, although we think France is going to win?
I'm both. I'm all in on
Yeah.
Croatia. They look good so far.
Yeah, this is a fun game so far, yeah.
The more France can get pushed, I think that's like you want the fox with its back to the wall because then it strikes back. That's what you want to see France have have to turn on everything they've got, right?
Very true.
Yeah.
This is the first World Cup of my lifetime, though, where there hasn't been a villain in the final for me. Like, I'm going to be happy either way.
Whoa.
That's a good
Who was
point.
the villain in 2010? I know what jersey you're wearing here, so tell us who was the villain in 2010?
Spain, of course. No, I do like Spain. If Spain was playing anyone else but Holland, I would root for Spain. And they obviously deserve to win that
You're a
one.
big Nigel de Jong fan? You thought that was a fair shot?
That was villainous what he did.
That was,
I mean,
It was evil. It was evil.
That definitely
Broke his
should
leg off. Oh, yeah.
broke it, like his chest
Karate Kid.
collapsed.
Yeah.
that was
seriously.
ridiculous. Man.
Yeah, that was. I'm not a Van Bommel or De Jong guy. I like, like a Robin, the Schneider, Van der Vaart, Van
Vanderbilt.
Nistelrooy,
You like the
attack-minded.
the Van Gogh players, not the
Yeah.
not the lowland farmer
Yeah.
tackling type.
Exactly.
He doubled down on what Materazzi did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Said,
like that's.
you think that was clever? Watch
I'll
this.
show you how to really hit a
Hold,
chest.
hold my beer.
Mbappe.
Oh, nice
Mbappe.
Oh, it was a good idea. Was a good idea.
Van Sensei predicts Croatia scores before halftime.
Oh.
They certainly look it. They're certainly attacking more.
If Croatia is a heavy underdog, like the bookies are saying, no one told them.
You know, I made the live bet just after the first whistle. and
I had a feeling whether you were doing prop
Yeah,
bets
you
over
got
there.
quiet
That's what I was
for a minute.
doing. Dude, France was plus 110.
You gotta
Plus
take it.
110?
Plus 110 to win in 90 minutes, yeah.
Wow. Line that when I moved a little there, huh?
Yeah. I didn't even see what Croatia's was. It was plus 3 something, like high threes.
Yeah.
That's way too ridiculous.
We've talked about England being a set piece team, and I think that was
France has
pretty
that, yeah.
fairly. France has had some pretty clever ones. You know, it's not like they're just extremely good. They have some like the stutter step
Yeah.
where they get the defender out of time.
Yeah.
This is dangerous.
They have height. Like Pogba's a tall guy.
Yep.
Umtiti can jump.
Varane.
Varane is a tall guy. Giroud can jump. Like
Well, that hair has.
That's all he does.
And you can
Jump
get them
up,
you can get them all
sideways.
forward because you go, all right, Conte, you just hold back, and
Yeah.
you'll get any loose ball
Yep.
by yourself,
anywhere on the field.
anywhere.
Oh my.
Did he get a
What
touch?
a
Yeah.
goal! What a goal!
Breeze.
I think Varane
Right.
got the touch, right?
You got to give it to him solo.
Wait a second.
One
Man,
more and
Zukic.
we're over 1.5 goals.
That was a. tell us which way you bet on that
This is
one.
a whole new way to watch
Wow.
Was that an own goal?
Auto goal. Ooh. They're not gonna. They can't. Was he active?
And Mandzukic hits that.
Is it?
Let's see.
It looks like it's Mandzukic. Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
Yeah, it's an own
goal.
Ooh.
Was that going in anyway, though?
It was headed in that same direction
Yeah, but maybe would have got a hand on
Yeah,
it.
this.
he
Yeah,
would've
got a
yeah,
hand
he
on
might have saved it.
because he lifts
yeah.
it a little bit.
I still think it's a final.
Tips it out.
Give the goal to
They-
Griezmann. Don't make that an own
Right.
goal.
They could.
It was
call that
on target,
offsides.
right?
Yeah.
Do you
It
see?
was on
Yeah.
target.
Do you think Pogba or whoever it was?
It looked like Pogba was offsides, and he attempts for the ball, right? So
Therefore, he's part of the play. And
yeah,
it
it should be called. I mean, they have to review every goal, right? So that's going to be reviewed.
Hey, say
Oh,
what
good
you
call.
want.
They're
Mandzukic
good.
scores in cup finals.
That's
He
right.
is a big game player.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're right. If Pogba's there, I mean, obviously Mandzukic is still going to try to clear it, but you could make the argument that he doesn't, and the
Yeah.
ball goes straight to the keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a goal. It's official.
Wow.
Fernandez update in July 2016. Putin gave him Russian citizenship via presidential decree.
You look like you can play.
It seems
you are a citizen.
It might be a hostage type situation.
Yeah, did they confuse decree with force?
Decree. That's what we're calling it now, huh?
You will stay in country. What?
Gramash is saying 2-0 to France. Van Sensei standing by his prediction of Croatia scoring before half. And Mike Ward says, filthy French. What a soft goal. He already outed himself as English. So
That
that's-
is not a soft goal. That was beautiful placement and just happened to go off.
I mean, it might have gone in anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
It was one of those dangerous ones where you send it on target,
Yeah.
but the goalkeeper can't shift that way because if someone heads it, it's, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Right.
You catch-
either way, he's
catch
just kind of
flat-footed.
frozen.
Yeah, he could have parried that away, and then Giroud would have had one of his weird, crazy goals that
Yeah.
you're not even supposed to be able to get a touch on.
Scorpion season.
If they tie
Yeah.
here, we're in for a barn burner.
Yeah, France may have scored too early. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 20 minutes. It's a good amount of time, but
Yeah.
Croatia doesn't seem the type to get rattled.
Right,
I guess
yeah.
we've won a couple shootouts and gone to extra time every knockout.
didn't England score in the first 5 minutes
Yeah.
against Croatia?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
On a set piece
Sure.
as well. McDonald's should not deliver. Let's just make that clear. That's too far.
That's
How-
what I don't
how
understand.
lazy are you?
Yeah, they're literally within 5 feet of you,
Yeah.
no matter where you are in the world.
oh,
They should only be allowed to deliver to you if you prove you're wasted.
yeah,
Can't be
you have
for
like
sober
a
people.
you
you
gotta
have like
be
a
drunk.
breathalyzer.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, last night, leaving the brewery at 1 a.m., I'm like, I got to get a donut. And I pull up in to get this donut in El Segundo. That's where I was. And this girl like stumbles out of the car. It's an Uber. I'm going to let her go ahead. All of a sudden, 6 of her friends come around the car. I was like, no.
No.
Like she was literally walking up to I was like, no.
You would have been there all night.
I had been there all night. Yeah. And I needed my chocolate old-fashioned donut, damn it.
1 a.m. the donut store, that's dangerous. But that's when you start thinking, well, the dozen is actually, I'm saving the money by...
If I do this, all I was thinking is, what condition is Sevi going to find me in when I come to
Nah.
this? That's all I was thinking about.
You got a pulse, you're good, John.
That's kind of a.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Ren? Handball?
He knew what he was doing.
No, dude, isn't
Play it
it
right,
all
play
armpit?
it right into his...
No.
I will say this has been my favorite referee of the World Cup.
Yeah, I think
this guy.
he's been good.
He's very solid, doesn't take any crap, and he's not rude to the players. And he looks like he could beat any of the players up, so they don't like.
He's
come
like the
marching
Howard
at him.
Webb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kinda
Yeah,
like Howard Webb,
totally.
That's, that's half the battle, is just making him a little bit afraid of you.
pass.
Uh-oh,
Oh, yeah.
uh-oh,
Oh,
uh-oh.
Bad touch.
Great tackle. He had to make that one, huh?
Yeah. A better first touch, and that's a 2-on-1. Oof.
That's a foul. Both teams are really going for it. This is
Yeah.
great. I think we're in for a good final here.
Well, the Croatians have shown, they don't back down and they fight, and they get angrier as the game goes along, which I think motivates them physically.
Speaking of people getting contracts, Pavard, he's going somewhere, right?
He might get something, yeah.
Is it Bayern? Bayern?
If only just for that goal.
Yeah, yeah, and then a couple more near goals. I can't even remember which games now, but he had one volley and then one where he played a cross goal against Belgium that Courtois got a foot on.
Yes. This could be dangerous.
Oh,
12 people just went to ground.
Yeah, how did that many people fall down? Modric.
Oh.
He's going to win this
Play-
ball back,
play
isn't
it.
he?
Oh,
He's going to get
ball's
this ball back. Here's a fun fact for you. Croatia have trailed in every knockout round.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, whoa.
That would have been spectacular.
Yeah, that would have been that moment we were talking about where
Yeah.
a lot of complaints.
You look like Mbappe. Oh, they gotta stop.
Lovren.
Lovren doing his thing. Damn it, man.
Well, look, he was in that Champions League final. He saw Sergio Ramos be completely
did.
get away with all the dirty antics. So he's figuring,
true.
why not me too?
Well, you should have pulled Ronaldo, though, then we would have had a shot.
Yeah. Mandzukic, first ever player to score an own goal in the World Cup final. So I guess they are counting that as an own goal. I guess
Own goal's getting that golden boot.
own goal deserves it. Own goal's been working for it.
I feel like that's more inadvertent. I don't know if they,
Yeah,
Griezmann put it in a position to have that happen.
exactly. In this cup, they're being way more liberal with calling things own goals than
Yeah.
the past. So it's way past the record for own goals, but it's
Yeah.
not the same as what used to be considered one. It used
Right.
to have to be a redirected ball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now it's just a deflection.
Yeah.
Or like even Kane got credit for a goal that someone else shot that went off his heel.
Right.
He gets credit for a lot of goals. that he shouldn't.
Yeah, that's true. Of his 6, 2 were from open play or
Yeah.
1?
Don't let Eriksson get involved.
I think it was that one header. That one header he had from point blank, and then the back heel does it. That makes it sound like it was like a deliberate back heel. That deflection goal.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, granted, he made a lot of penalties, and it becomes harder after you take each one. But
So that header against, that was Tunisia, right?
was it Tunisia or Panama? I can't remember.
I think it was
Yeah, it was
Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Yeah.
That was his only open play
Yeah.
goal aside from
That
the
he,
accidental.
that he was
Right.
trying to
That was
score.
the only one. And I don't trust a striker that only scores penalties over a majority of their goals.
Exactly.
I just don't trust a striker like that.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So. I like Vardy more as a striker than Kane.
Really?
Although Kane's more consistent, I like the lunacy of Vardy more. I really do.
Maybe that's what England were missing, is that gas going crazy.
I feel like.
You're like, I don't know which one.
Gas
Like,
going.
this grenade could blow up in your hand, could blow up in mine.
Right.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and also just the story of knowing, like, Jamie Vardy was in
Tearing the
3
cup.
bar fights last night.
Yeah.
Who knows what he's going to do today?
Like, this guy's crazy. You think he's crazy here? You should have seen him last night before this match.
This
Like,
guy was talking shit to the guy's mother. Like, it was
Yeah.
insane. Vardy's nuts.
He's the Janikowski of soccer.
yeah. You believe every story. You want to believe every story.
That's why I was mad he didn't bring him on against Croatia.
In hindsight, you think Southgate was maybe a little too conservative?
Absolutely.
Especially as the
Yeah.
tournament grew?
Absolutely. In the second half, because if they had played Croatia like they played Sweden, never taken the foot off their gas, I think they would have won that game. They'd have found a way to win that game.
Yeah.
I feel like he was very good going into a match about picking the lineup, but then his in-game adjustments were kind of puzzling or too late or
That's
or
a
not
fair
bold
point,
enough.
Sylvie. Yeah, absolutely.
A little stiff, maybe
Hey.
you'd say, like
Hey.
a crisp vest. Maybe.
Also, why not play Vardy in the 3rd place game?
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
not? Why not just play 2 strikers? Just
And
play
see
a
what happens.
4-4-2 or something. And just try to put as many shots on target as possible.
Of course, if you do that, then you give even more ammunition to people. Said you should have done that in the game against Croatia.
Very
so maybe
true.
as a coach, like, I'm not going to do that.
That's true.
My folks over at the soccer account have informed me all 11 guys on Croatia have different haircuts.
And none of them are enviable.
yeah.
No, one of them is like,
Yeah, you're not going to go into a barbershop and be like, I want that.
yeah.
Give me the Modric.
Yeah, give me the Vita. They're like, sir, are you drunk?
Yeah.
We got-
Show
Do
me,
you, are you a DJ at night? Because I can't.
show me your Ukrainian citizenship.
Which cartel do you work for?
Which cartel?
Ooh.
A weird ball.
Here we go. Bicycle. Lovren.
Oh!
Perisic.
Wow.
Perisic. Beautiful.
Here we
Great
go.
composure.
That was nice.
Here we go. Oh, man, this
Inter
be
is
nasty.
going to have to pay.
Yeah,
or
they're
he
gonna
is
pay a
going
big
somewhere
now.
else.
Wow.
That was well hit.
Was that a good set piece? We criticized it, but did it work?
It was a weird start, but
Oh, boy.
Dude, real nice
It looked like he lost it a little too much.
yeah.
But
I mean, he's covered by 2 guys.
But
That's
that
a
was
weird choice.
the plan was to come
Yeah.
at it from a different angle and get him off.
I felt
I
it was
mean,
that's
It's not exactly how you drew it up,
To
but
get away from pressure
That
from
left
Conte, that was
foot.
good.
That's incredible.
great finish.
There's no space to play the
Vito,
ball.
the decent layoff.
Oh, wow.
But you also got to know this he's left-footed, right? I mean, that's,
Yeah, he's going to go to his left.
keep him off that foot.
Yeah.
Don't bite on the right foot.
Yeah, it seems like Pavard played as if he was going to take another touch to the left, like he was going to dribble inside and cut back, but it didn't make much sense to do that.
All right, this is looking to be good.
Yeah, this is going to be nasty.
Well, there goes my 2-0, but still.
Oh, this is great.
Then Sensei, you were right. Croatia goal before half. How many more are we going to get? Tell us now. Make another prediction. Tell us who's next to score. I mean, are we going to get a lot more goals? This is great.
The Powerball numbers, yeah, exactly. Sensei.
Tell us the lottery numbers. We'll take that too. Mr. Connor here will have anything you got, right? I mean, you took the over, didn't you?
Yeah. So I'm at worst, I broke even for the day, so I'm good. Very happy right now.
I think it was the last 5 or 6 World Cup finals. It's been very low scoring. It's been 1.8 average or something like that.
Yeah. That's why. Going in, it seemed like 1-0 might be the game, but
I never saw that.
not with these two teams playing each other.
This is great too.
Yeah.
I mean, the own goal was a little unlucky, but it was a great free kick, and I think we're seeing some quality stuff here. I don't think we're gonna get any tap-ins today. I think it's gonna be a couple screamers.
Please no penalties.
Yeah, it would be great if they just. He's
Oh.
offside.
He's off, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is, yeah.
Ooh, nice little move.
Silka smooth.
Oh,
That would have been dirty.
How close to.
Yeah.
Just barely.
God, I wish Mbappe would go to a league that comes on TV in the United States.
Hey, come on, be in sports. Show them some love.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're on BN.
Oh, wow. Didn't know that.
Gotta get the good cable package, brother.
Well, I have BM, but I don't really watch it much.
Great graphics too. Let me
Great
tell you.
graphics, yeah.
Beautiful graphics on the.
I usually
let me tell you.
I watch Bundesliga and I watch EPL and I watch Ajax games.
Those are the 3 that aren't on BN.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just the Spanish, the Italian, and the French, right?
Mm-hmm.
On
Okay.
the BN.
And the occasional American World Cup qualifier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
sure.
right. If we're
From down
playing in
Honduras.
Panama.
Yeah, in Panama, exactly.
And unbelievable graphics. Just
Are you,
I-
what is going on?
Really, I can't.
Are you being sarcastic or being serious?
No, we do them.
You
Yeah,
do
I was
the
gonna
you
say,
do
I
the BN
didn't-
Sport?
For
Oh,
the
I didn't
second
know that.
time I
Well,
realized
thank you for saving me.
there's some money on the line
Terrible.
here.
All right,
Yeah.
fair.
Before you started bashing them, I
No,
had
I'm
to
not
jump
gonna,
in and.
I'm not going to bash the graphics. I will bash some of the commentators, but I won't bash the
Hey,
graphics.
guy.
That's sick.
But if we're going to just sell ourselves, then we might as well just go for all of them, right? Advertising. Like, we were talking crap about McDonald's, but McDonald's, if you want to
Yeah.
Get at
sponsor,
us.
that'd be
I
great.
will, I'll eat 30 McNuggets
Yeah,
right
I'll
now
just
if
be
you need in
chowing
front of
down.
everyone.
I've been
I'll tell
waiting
you
for
what.
Coles for a while. Coles hit me. For real. No, Coles, buddy.
Yeah.
The shorts are Coles today. Yeah.
You guys been still doing the podcast and everything? What?
Yeah. We're actually gonna change it up after the Cup. It's gonna go from World Cup for Americans to just soccer for Americans.
Which I think is still available. Does anybody have that? Yeah.
It is.
They didn't cancel soccer for Americans?
Was that?
They didn't cancel soccer?
No.
Soccer isn't canceled.
No, because interest will ramp up again once people realize the Women's World Cup is coming up and the U.S. has a chance to win.
Yeah.
Very good chance.
Where is the Women's World Cup?
It's in France, isn't it?
I couldn't tell you.
That's not.
Terry?
That's a shame.
You don't know?
If it's in France, I'm predicting a U.S.-France final then.
There you go.
I think predicting the U.S. in the final of any Women's World Cup is a pretty good
It's
bet.
a pretty good bet, yeah.
France?
In France, I
Is it in 2
think it's
years?
the top 4.
Or next year?
Next year.
Wow. Already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we won the last one, right?
Yeah, we smoked Japan in
Yeah,
the
we-
final.
Yeah,
we
we killed
did.
them.
Was it 4 goals in the first 16 minutes?
That's right.
I
Yeah,
believe?
something ridiculous.
Carly Lloyd just had a
Oh, that's
game.
right.
Yeah.
It was destruction.
That was great.
Yeah.
I love that
It
too.
ended
'cause
like, what, 6-1 or something ridiculous?
Yeah.
She's been the best player for the U.S. for the past like 10 years.
And she knows it.
But yeah, she does.
Carly
But I
has
feel like
that
everyone
arrogance.
else kind of got on the what's her name?
Alex Morgan.
Alex Morgan.
Yeah, it's 'cause
and,
She's
and
extremely
Rapinoe.
good looking.
Yeah, it's because she was pretty. That's
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Lloyd is she's like Madra. She's a playmaker. That girl can play.
I didn't see Alex in that Adidas commercial. I saw
saw
Lloyd. So, and that's smart.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah. There was also a great clip of her when she won the like Ballon d'Or and Ronaldo was there, and someone pulled up like all the like negative tweets she had about Ronaldo when she's like meeting him like, "Hello."
That's hilarious. Was it just about his diving or what?
I think it was she's just really not a fan. 'Cause she's the complete opposite. She's like gritty and
Yeah,
you know,
she's Jersey, man.
not
She's-
flashy.
She can
and-
tell you what's up.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, how great was it to watch Eden Hazard yesterday?
Oh! That was another own goal. Handball?
Oh.
They're asking for a handball?
No, he's just clapping.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Good corner, right?
Yeah,
Can we
hey,
agree?
hey.
Good corner.
Uh oh.
Are they
Uh
going to review this?
They're going to
oh.
check
Uh oh.
He's in the piece. He's in the Bluetooth.
Oh boy.
He's in it.
That's not
in
even
the
the ear.
Bluetooth.
That's
That's
not
not the
that's not
ear,
even the
that's
right
it.
ear. He's covering the wrong ear.
Yeah.
it. Oh, it might be.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought
You gotta get closer angle than that.
Harm from there.
Oh! That is a dangling arm.
He moves his
I
hand
do.
towards the
He,
ball.
that's
That's
a dingle dangle.
That's got to be a penalty.
That's a dingle dongle.
Perisic.
Penalty.
Got to be
That's
a
gotta
penalty.
be.
He moves his hands to the ball. That's got to be a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it has to be.
Yeah, he,
he
moves
knows-
he moves his hand
Right
purposely to
there.
the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Come
That's
on.
got to be a
Hit
penalty.
the square.
All right. They gotta
no.
call it.
No, I don't think they are.
What?
He's going to review it.
Oh, VAR, here we go.
Just took 12 minutes.
Man.
This is great.
That sucks for Perisic after leveling the game.
Yeah, but also now, is there time to tell Subasic who is it?
Oh, yeah,
Griezmann
for
likes to
sure,
go? Because
for
Griezmann's
sure.
taken so many penalties where you know where
Yeah.
they've got enough data on him to
Well, I'm sure he already studied it before today's game.
you think so?
Yeah. I think, what else is he studying? It's not like you're an on-field player where you have to study the movement of the players, right? You're probably studying where do players prefer to shoot.
Probably just getting his hamstring loose, Trippier style.
Oh, boy.
Peter's asking, do you think VAR has proven its worth this World Cup?
Yeah, I think we talked about it. I think
Absolutely.
it's worth it for sure.
Plus, we get these moments. This is great. This
The best part is the box motion.
Yes.
Yeah.
The gesture alone is worth the extra minute we get.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to look at a TV.
We need a pizza here stat.
I just love that you need 12 angles.
Here we go.
Yeah,
He's got to call it, right?
Come on, what are you
Come
doing?
on.
Looking at for now?
I just want to make sure.
Oh, wait a minute. One more time.
Yeah, I mean,
What's he gonna
He's
do?
actually watching Family Matters.
penalty, called it.
It's
Yeah.
going down.
Giroud just got way too happy. Did you
Yeah.
see that? He skipped a little bit. That's not a.
You're on TV, Drew.
Yeah.
Just,
Come on, buddy.
just before Perisic
36
becomes the villain here, that was his 5th World Cup goal, 2nd most by a Croatian. He's just one away from Sukor.
Goal.
Oh wow.
Is Mbappe going to take? Who's going to take this one?
No, it's
Griezmann. It's gotta
Griezmann.
be
It's got to be
Griezmann.
Griezmann. Yeah.
They're going
The
to waste time
greasiest
talking
man.
to him.
Does Griezmann just have one goal in the tournament?
Two.
Is it 2?
Griezmann's got 2.
He's got the penalty, and then he
He
scored
has
an
another
open
one.
play.
Yeah.
He's got 2. I know he's got 2.
What is your money?
Is
What's
that
your
Platini?
money on him
No,
whipping
that was
this top shelf?
French president.
Oh.
What's his name? Macron or something?
Oh, yeah, Macron.
Yeah. You wanna say that again, Jamal?
So what do you got on Griezmann missing this top shelf?
Oh.
A top
He's not
shelf
going to
miss.
go too high.
Top shelf, middle or right or left?
Right.
Right.
Oh, he has 3.
3. That's right, because he was only
Oh, 2
3. He was
penalty
only
kicks.
3 off of
This is just a waste of time.
Kane.
I'd say no chance he misses.
I think he keeps it low. And I don't know his preferred right or
We
left.
were talking about Golden Glove nominees. A save here for Subasic, I think,
Oh, yeah.
might do it.
Yep.
I think he plays down the middle.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like a chip down the middle? Like yeah.
He's going to go with his left-footed
little-
curler to the right post, mid-height, hard.
A little more. I say a little more than a chip, but he's not going to drill it. Just to
Not
get
Chips Ahoy.
Subasic's feet out of the way first. Yeah.
I hate this games and shit bullshit. Just get him out of the box.
I bet if they showed it again, some people were like messing with the circle, like kicking it around to try and lift up the dirt around it.
All right. Oh, good call. Yeah, probably.
They do that all the time. I've seen a lot of players. I think Beckham complained about that one time because he missed a shot because of that.
Oh, Mr. Short. They messed with it, did.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Kicks the
Got a
ball.
good bounce.
I think he's going to post his stand. Post top corner.
I think so. He's right.
There's too much adrenaline to go top
I
corner.
think he's
You'll
going
sail
right.
it.
He's going down right.
Right, hard.
That's what I think he goes
he hits
middle.
them hard. He doesn't mess around.
Psych him out.
Good call. Went low. Yeah. What?
Hey,
What
what?
is that?
The
Is that the
Fortnite
shred?
dance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Fortnite? Wow.
That dance is going to age well.
Could have got something a little cooler
Just don't
there,
think
man.
grown men should be doing it. It's a little weird.
Good grief.
Well, to be honest, he's not a grown man.
Okay.
That's-
We got a good comment. You'll like
He's
this
younger
one,
than
Fabio.
all of us.
Keikatsofai says VAR just proved itself to be an absolute gash. That was never a penalty.
Oh, you're
Never.
crazy.
That's completely wrong.
Keikatsodici, huh? That's
There you go.
a little Italian for
There
you.
you go. That was absolutely a handball.
Yep.
Right.
Because he knew what he was doing, moving his hand down there.
Down.
His arm was it was about a foot outside his body.
Right.
And the fact that he moved
And
his
he moved
hand
it.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
If
It
he had
was
kept
going in.
it
It was
up
on
here,
frame, bro.
Yeah.
if he had kept it up here as he was moving, that's a different situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Moving it down like that, he knew
Yeah.
where the ball was going. He's a professional footballer. He knows the deflection, the
Right.
possibilities.
Right. And even if I think there's a chance he couldn't see the ball at one point because Matuidi's head was there, but he knows which way the ball is coming
Right.
if it misses.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame him too much. I think some of that's just like instinct of your while you're playing to just try and stop the ball. And
Totally.
You don't even consciously do it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. The fact of the matter, it wasn't in a natural position.
right.
And being that far outside his body, you got to call that every single time.
Oh, my
Oh.
God. Oh.
That would have been nice.
Whoa. This game is.
He would have made up for it.
This could be 4-3 this game.
Yeah.
I hope we should be so lucky.
Well, it's starting out great, even with the penalty.
Terry says OG should get Golden Boot, and VAR should get Ballon d'Or, the Golden
Yeah.
Ball.
Oh.
God, look
been
at the
great.
speed.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Yeah, if France gets a goal before. Oh.
Good tackle. Play. Why?
The whistle was already. The whistle
It must have
already
been.
blew
It
before.
must have been a foul before.
Oh, come on. It can't be a yellow. Oh, come on.
Hernandez.
I got to see that.
It can't. It couldn't have been on that
Why is his
tackle.
face so
I
red?
thought he got ball.
Yeah. think sometimes refs do that when they give away, when they like call a controversial penalty or whatever. They like make up for it just kind of by giving a yellow card randomly like 5 minutes later. I've seen that happen many times.
Kikatsu5 says, handling the ball, he looked up the rule, involves a deliberate act of a player making contact with the ball with the hand or the arm.
Which is what he did.
Is what he did.
I think, but there's more to that. There's also denying a goal score, like if the arm is in an unnatural position.
Unnatural position is the...
Or away from the body, I think, is one of
Yeah.
the words that he uses.
That's also the name of my metal band.
Yeah.
Unnatural position?
Yeah.
And then away from the body over position.
That's funny. My ska band is away from the body. So it's down. Respect, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason when someone plays in a cross, a lot of players will just throw their arms behind their back because even if it's not deliberate, if it's outside the body and it hits your hand, you got to expect the whistle.
Yeah.
We've seen this World Cup though. You leave an arm dangling, they'll see it.
Yeah.
They'll find it. VAR will get it. So you got to keep them pretty tight to your body and be careful. I guess so. I guess so.
But a yellow card?
I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe because he was on the run and he didn't make that tackle. He's
But
Yeah.
more
Pogba.
the
hard.
Croatian.
Ooh.
That must be it. He just wanted to set a precedent, like if you know, if you try to stop it.
I'm the referee.
You got it. Yeah, I have.
Oh! On this one.
Oh my God! Can
I
you
got a
imagine?
pocket full of cards.
Yeah.
folks.
I got one with all your names written on it.
Can you imagine that ball that trickled under his feet?
Yeah, I
Good
know.
God!
After going from talking about Ballon d'Or to
Yeah.
definitely not. I mean, Golden
Golden
Glove.
gloves.
Did Joe Hart do that one time? Or am I just imagining?
Joe Hart's
that?
done many.
Yeah, I'm sure he has.
He's had a
I'm
few
sure he
moments.
has.
Let me tell you about Logan Karius.
This game's getting a little feisty.
Yeah, it's a little trippy.
The Croatians do that. They were this way against England when they were down too. They get angry.
Whoa.
They start. Oh, look at this.
That's
Pretty.
is that not a foul?
I think that might be slow motion playing tricks on us.
Didn't really push him.
You know what I mean? Like in slow motion, everything looks a little bit worse.
That's fair. Because everybody's going so fast.
Yeah,
Fabio, you're a Serie A fan.
I am.
Who's your team?
Well, I'm not. Fan is a strong word. My team's Roma. I'm a Roma.
Roma.
fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So he's okay. He checks
Yeah,
out.
I
Yeah,
don't-
Roma's great. If it's Juventus, then
Absolutely not.
we have
Oh.
problems.
They are the devil.
That would have been it. That would have been the Lovren goal in the World
Oh
Cup
my
final
God.
that we all wanted.
Absolutely the devil.
I mean, it's perfectly fitting that Ronaldo decided to go to Juventus. You know what I mean?
It is. It was like now I have a team that I can dislike more.
More,
than
exactly.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I didn't already want them all to die in plane crash, now it's like,
Let's just make it happen. Yeah, and Roma signed Justin Kluivert.
yeah, I know. We were talking about it. I'm really excited. He's a really
Real
good.
excited.
I'm actually really excited. Also, we signed Cristante, who's very good.
Oh!
Own goal for them.
Yeah.
He's a very good midfielder, also.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a fun team to watch. I think it's rumored they're making a move for another Ajax player. I can't remember if it's Van de Beek or what's his name?
They're finding the holes here.
Other midfielder. My mind just blanked. But
We've been poaching the Dutch
Why not though?
division for a while now.
yeah, Strootman.
Struban, yeah, he was a good pickup for us.
Yeah. He got hurt though. Was that when
He tore his ACL a few years ago, but he's been playing for like a year now.
Mm-hmm.
This is getting chippy. I can't believe we're almost at halftime.
Yeah, I know. It's gone fast.
Terry's telling me that Griezmann's penalty was France's first shot in this match against Croatia. I guess we're not counting his free kick then. That doesn't count as a shot. I don't know. Maybe the second then.
I guess if it's an own goal, it wasn't really a shot by France.
All right, she's got something she's sure of. France is the first team to score 2 goals in the first half of a World Cup final since France in '98.
Oh, yeah. Both off the headers of Zidane.
And that was the first penalty in the World Cup final since
Italy? No.
Zidane against
Zidane,
Italy.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
2006.
The cockiest penalty
Yeah.
in the history of the
Let
world.
me just
God, yeah.
let me chip this upper. I'm gonna
Yeah.
chip it from the upper part of the corner.
I watched that in a house full of French fans, and one Italian guy, and even everyone who's rooting for France just went, oh.
Yeah. That was the,
Because
like,
he
the
almost
beginning.
missed it.
Yeah.
He almost
Yeah.
missed it.
That was the beginning of me like watching soccer
That was it. That was what got
more
you.
often. Like I was a fan before that, but like that was the first World Cup I was really locked in on, and that game was nuts.
Ooh.
And, you know, It had everything.
It did.
That penalty take, some shit talking, the headbutt. It was beautiful.
Yeah. For me, it's funny because I was thinking about today, and then I realized that World Cup finals are one of those things where I can't remember where I've been on all my birthdays the last few years, but I remember every World Cup final, like where I've watched, you know, like what I've been doing.
Yeah.
So you guys will remember this, I hope.
For sure.
Well, there's video recording of it, so
You remember it
that
or
helps, yeah.
This is in
blackmail
the
your
Library
ass.
of Congress
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, everybody knows.
I'm sure the NSA is going to have a copy of this somewhere.
I remember that. I was in Italy watching that final. That was a great one.
The
World Cup.
the 06 one?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
To be honest, they celebrated this Germany semifinal a lot more.
I would imagine.
Were
The
you
rivals.
watching in like a bar, or like a public square kind of thing?
The semifinal was in a public square and everyone's going nuts. And like, they like afterwards, someone got, it was like a small town, and like someone got the tractor out and everyone jumped on the back of this tractor and they drove through town spraying wine. I don't know how they engineered it, but they had like a hose of wine. They're just like spraying on people like throughout this tiny town in the middle of Italy. It's great. I couldn't really pull for France after that, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of had to get on board.
I feel like, see, that's what's missing here in the U.S., like that kind of passion for the sport. You know
The
what I mean?
tractor.
The tractor, yeah.
We need a tractor moment.
I guarantee you, if we ever got to, because you know the United States is, we love winners. If we got to a final, I think you would have people going insane. In the
Yeah,
Two
it's probably-
tractors.
yeah.
It'd be
Yeah.
3
Sure.
tractors.
It'd be
Yeah, 3 tractors.
Spraying Roman candles into the crowd.
There'd be drones. There'd be drones everywhere. Oh
Get
man.
a touch?
Oh,
No.
too
He's
heavy.
fast, but not that fast.
Too heavy.
Justin Willard says he's here for the Outlaw.
Hey, Justin.
And Van Tense is saying, if you can beat Iceland, Argentina, and England, you're here to win. Croatia can do it. I think they seem pretty resilient. So
Yeah.
I don't know, Iceland in that group? Right?
they came back. That
mean-
was what we were talking about. They came back.
Don't get
yeah.
me wrong. It's a
That's
nice
true.
story.
I just took that. Like, yeah.
Hey, Argentina can beat them. So
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoa!
why
That
did
was
he
your
stop?
chance of
It
redemption.
was like he checked his run. What was
Yeah.
that?
That was your redemption
buddy.
chance. That's a yellow card.
Is it
It should be.
holding him up like that?
Yeah.
Wait, what was Perisic doing?
I don't know.
It looked like it was on a platter, and he just like didn't believe. Oh, he's going.
Ooh,
Whoa,
he
hey.
grabbed the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Not the baguette, please.
Wait, I gotta see a replay.
Yeah,
of
let's
that.
see the Perisic replay.
It seemed like he was just off the pace, maybe half a beat.
Was he too? Did he get there too soon?
I don't think he expected it to land like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like, did he think Lloris was going to
Yeah.
grab it out of the air?
I want to know what he was thinking. There's a lot of people's brains I like to be in right now. Halftime. We got a good. We got a good one.
Good, good.
Goals
First
so far.
We got a good one.
It's going down.
The overs come in.
Yeah.
What's
You
your
want some
what's your
money?
second half bet? You gonna make another live bet?
No,
here?
no. We're breaking even at worst is what we're doing today. We're trying to climb back.
Just to let you know, some things have happened. Mistakes were made.
Yeah. Mostly Poland and Germany have really screwed me over financially in the last month. But
Let's look at some stats.
Yeah.
Fabio's enthralled by the comments. We'll jump back to that in a
They're
second.
really going
here.
off on the handball controversy.
I mean,
it's a handball.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
it's also one of those
real
things where, like in the
honesty.
NFL, you say what's a catch and what isn't. And you're like, well, this is the rule, and then someone goes, yeah, but that's a dumb rule.
Yeah.
Let's look at some of it. So, first question I got to ask before we even get into this: France is leading.
Mm-hmm.
They have a penalty off a kind of a needless handball. It wasn't like they had, someone had to tackle or like it wasn't like France was clear through own goal, and then an own goal. Is Croatia beating themselves, or is France winning this? I mean, what's your guys' take on this so far?
Yeah, I mean, France hasn't. I can't think of a shot on goal besides the two goals, right?
Yeah, I
mean-
think they've kind of both advanced the ball equally, but France hasn't really connected much in the final third.
Croatia has felt like the more potent attack
Yeah.
all first half. So I would say it's not that they're beating themselves; they just can't quite finish just yet. But they're keeping the pressure on the French consistently. If it wasn't for that penalty, you would imagine that Croatia would have come back and scored a second goal instead of France. So that's what I.
Yeah,
Been a little unlucky for Croatia, for sure.
Leading in possession. Look at the passing. They've completed more passes, significantly more than France has even attempted, and at a higher rate.
I mean, the possession is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, France is scoring 200% of the time that they shoot. You never see that.
Good stat.
That's good.
What's your shooting percentage? 200. Come the fuck home.
200%.
Passes in the final third too.
Where's that prop bet?
More crosses. We've seen that a bit more going into that.
More accurate crosses, dramatically more accurate crosses.
Yeah, Croatia's had a couple in the last 10 minutes that I guess one off the corner and that one that Perisic just missed that they easily could have put in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 25, 26% in France. That's a significant.
Oh,
We
yeah.
would see enough games where you're always going to get the majority in the middle third.
Right.
But to see when it's greater than like 20, 21, 22, that's when you know, wow, they really are spending a lot of time in that area of the field. I mean, Croatia, other than the scoreline, other than those goals, they've looked better. They've looked almost comfortable, if you can even say that when you're trailing 2-1 against the favorite.
Yeah, that's what's ironic. I feel like they're playing their best game of the tournament right now, even though they're down 2-1. It feels like their defense and the offense are both working in tandem in a way that I haven't seen them do consistently in one game yet, and it feels that way so far.
I mean, hopefully they're watching this stream and seeing the stats, right? Because they don't let up, because it kind of shows that they're dominating this game for the most part. They're just very, very unlucky.
Yeah.
And if they continue, they can get another goal and push it to overtime probably.
I won't get my 2-1, but I want that extra time. I want more. I just want more of this. I'm gonna go into depression when this tournament's over. So the longer we can stay that execution, I'm happy. France, we can see here, no surprise, favoring Mbappe's side, but he had his best moment was when it was already offside, and then he dribbled someone. Obviously, he only needs one moment, 2 seconds, and he'll blow by you. But have they done a pretty good job containing him? Would you say?
If we haven't said his name much, I would say so, absolutely. But you know that also allows other players to be dancing around the area, and I think we're seeing that with France. But it's hard to do that when Croatia has a majority of the possession, a majority of the time with the ball. So you're naturally gonna have a tough time seeing strikers from France come out and stand out so far, at least so far.
And at the other end of the field, the right side. Well, I agree with you. I feel like Perisic has been the most involved, but again, he's maybe a little like Mbappe, where he uses his pace and then he comes into the last second. They'll build up on the right side here.
Yeah.
Modric shades this way, so there's always going to be a little more possession on the right side of the field, and then they kind of get that cross in, and at the last second, that's when you see Perisic coming in. So both teams favoring the right side of the field.
Which is smart too, because Hernandez is on that side and he's already picked up a yellow, so you might as well keep on attacking him.
And also, I mean, pretty low number in the middle of the field, which is probably the way you want to go attacking France.
Yeah.
Stay out of the middle until you're in the box.
For sure.
Croatia, we can see their average positions, their average X and Y coordinates here. They're crowding that midfield, and they're winning that battle, aren't they? It also feels like all the loose balls, all the half chances that maybe are getting that France isn't clearing all the way, they're following the Croatian. They're driving forward. This is very, very, very tight here.
This is not the Croatia I thought I was going to see today. I thought they were going to sit back, just like I said, absorb. That they're throwing everybody into the middle is incredible.
Yeah, that's a very narrow.
Look how deep he's playing. Lovren is playing higher than him. Only Vida is behind Brozovic. I mean, he's going to have a good game, because we know France's chances, they're coming. They're too good to completely deny all the shots on goal, all the counterattacks. You know it's coming. So I feel like he's got to really have a good game in the second half. He's going to be tested.
It almost feels like they're playing 3-6-1, which is just the way they're moving it.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. Let's look at France. What do we see here?
Wow.
Yeah, they're really trying to cover that right side, right?
Croatia's fullback's average position was in the opposing half.
Yeah. You think that you think France got the memo on Modric being a pretty good player? They've literally built a wall to stop him, and he's had an okay game, not overly influential, but I think Rakitic, as we talked about, and some of the other Perisic and some of the other players for Croatia have kind of risen to the occasion a little bit here.
There have been a number of dangerous crosses in that box and off corner kicks that they've found possibilities in that middle but haven't been able to finish, and that says volumes about their attack.
I also think this is a problem. The fact that Griezmann's pushed higher than Giroud is an issue. Griezmann should be the one collecting the ball and moving forward, while Giroud is the target man up top, not the other way around.
So what you're saying is Giroud's not doing a good job in an important game? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're
I'll say that. I'll say that. For me, the problem is more on the Giroud side. I think Griezmann has played false nine. He's done that enough. He's played when Costa went to Chelsea.
Yeah.
He did that. He's done that for Atletico. I think he's comfortable, and I'm okay with that, especially when the guy can score a couple goals. But again, that's just a waste of why you have
Giroud. Yeah,
if you're gonna play Griezmann up here, why not bring in Fekir or Dembele or anyone else?
Yeah.
Just bring in someone else to try and stop Modric.
Yeah, I like Griezmann getting the ball much further back with two players ahead of him.
Yeah, exactly. If he's going to play that role, then he should be pushed back a little bit more. I don't know.
I mean, here it is. All Luka Modric's touches. You can see. Other than a couple corner kicks, I think these are all set pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, he's stayed pretty disciplined. He's on that right side. Have France done enough to stop him? I mean, do you look at the scoreline and go 2-1? It's working. We're winning. Or do you say we're kind of getting outplayed here? Do you change things up? What do you guys think here?
If you're France or if you're Croatia here?
If you're France.
You know, they have to figure out a way to attack because they can't rely on keeping, a 200% shooting percentage. So, tactically, I don't know. I mean, I also think they just need to try to have more possession.
Mm.
You think the way you beat Croatia's midfield, just don't let them get the ball. Just if we're the longer we're holding it,
slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more you have possession, the fewer Croatian crosses are going to come in.
I think I think that's to me, I think France was shocked by the way Croatia came out in this game and played this entire first half. So what is the adjustments you can make? You could slide into a more defensive shell, but eventually you're going to be unable to absorb the pressure because they keep getting close shots, like close. And so that eventually that's going to break. And France can only hold on for so long. It feels like they're ahead, but they're lucky to be ahead. That's what it feels like to me in the halftime.
Especially considering that even if you do camp out, Croatia will get some set pieces, and they've proven that they're pretty effective at those. They've got players who we know can score either end of the field.
Themselves or
Mbappe's heat map. What do you guys see here? It looks a little deep for me. I mean, you'd like to see him getting those red, high, concentrated areas a little bit closer to the goal here, maybe a little more central, or a little bit further forward. What do you do to get Mbappe more involved if you're France?
Sub out Giroud. Honestly,
that's the answer to a lot of life's problems.
I mean, if we have a chance to look at subs before we start, I'd love to see who we could play.
Do you think they throw Dembele in and go false nine?
It just makes it a more vibrant attack, faster attack, and a more unsettling attack for the Croatians. Yeah. Giroud is stationary. I mean, he drives me nuts because he can be stationary, looking around, and then find his poaching goal. But it's too much of a chance to take against how the Croatians are playing right now.
I don't think if the scoreline stays like this into the 70th minute or so, I don't think they would take Giroud off, unless they needed a defensive pressure. But they wouldn't put Dembele on, is what I mean. Right. It doesn't make sense to an attacking presence when you're trying to defend a lead to end the game.
You think you just keep Giroud, especially for his height too, maybe?
You keep Giroud to hope that you can send the ball long and he can control it and give your defense a reprieve. And then if you sub him out, you're subbing him out for a defensive midfielder, to go back in there.
For me, though, if you're going to do that, why not put Mbappe alone and say, all right, clear it out, just put it to the corner and let him try to win a foot race?
Yeah, I mean,
that's a different way of holding it up because he's not checking back to the ball and physically holding it up, but him in a foot race. No defender's going to dive in. You know what I mean? They're going to try to delay, and that's fine. Delaying is great for France.
Oh, and who's on Mbappe's side?
The left back at Strinic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking he got a yellow, but Hernandez
the other.
The only yellow.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But could happen. Mbappe is the man who can get you a yellow card real quick.
But if Fabio's dangerous, we've seen with Croatia, when you sit back and hold that lead, they keep
exactly.
coming. So if France gets deluded into thinking they can just hold on, I think they're going to get smoked. That's why I think you bring in an attacker to get this lead to 2 or 3 goals. You take the chance. It's a World Cup final.
Our data is confirming what Terry told me, that they're saying that penalty kick was France's only attempt. That's why we get the 200% because they have 2 goals on 1 shot. So
there you go.
Pretty good. I mean, I feel like we've seen Croatia, as Terry told us earlier, they've come back in all the knockout stages. So we've seen other teams start brighter, either in terms of play or the scoreline, and Croatia grow into it. And the warning signs have been there. We looked at the data and we said, wait, Croatia, looking at the stats, they're not really out of this. Same thing here. France, 1 shot on goal. Do they not have to look at that and be a little alarmed and think, we've got to change things. This is not okay. Don't be fooled by the scoreline. Yeah. This could easily go Croatia. Let's look at some of their shots.
This is what I'm talking about.
7,
look at that.
all inside the box.
That's what I'm saying. They're getting there. They just need a little bit better precision on the shots, and they will turn the score around. That should scare France to pieces.
You know the frightening thing? All inside the box, no blocks.
Yeah.
But plus a couple crosses that dropped in the 6th that they didn't even get a body on.
Yeah.
So they're not even counting as shots that could have been goals.
Croatia doesn't have to change anything. What they're doing is incredible, and they've got France's number so far in terms of the attack. They just have to finish.
I like how Fabio's like, if you're going to take Giroud out, you want to bring a defensive presence, which is exactly the right thing. It just shows that he's Italian.
Yeah, what's the answer? More defense.
That's why they have 4 World Cups.
Yeah, exactly.
As a Dutch supporter and a French supporter, we're like, you got to score 7.
That's right.
Waste time. Go down to the ground. Dribble the knee. Whatever
Waste
you
time
do.
is not an Italian thing.
Look, we know how to get second place, okay? Put on another attacker.
What side do you want to talk about first, France or Croatia here? Who wants to be the first one to talk about subs? Who would you bring on or off?
Can we see the subs?
Yeah, let's see the subs.
Well, you got to tell me what team, and then I'll show you.
No.
Good
All
call.
right, easy.
I can show
Let's
you.
do France. Let's do France first.
Okay, so let's pick maybe Giroud since we maligned him, and then we get our substitute list here. So, I mean, if you're attacking, you think Dembele, Toliso's come on, Fekir's come on, Lamar I think is somewhere down there, and if you're looking for defense, you'd bring on Rami to tighten it up a little bit.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
and
it's too
Zanze
early.
we've seen come on, which I'm still a little surprised that he's a thing. I thought we saw the back of him when he went to Sevilla, but
No, and I'm saying if you're going to go defensive and you're going to pull an Italian, you don't do it early in the second half. You do it the 75th, 80th minute, and then you try and just hold that 10 minutes.
And let's be honest, no way he's coming off. If this goes 4 hours, no way.
Yeah.
Probably no way, unless you did a lot of running. No way. So it's really Giroud.
In my tweeting.
Those are the only 2 I think that could possibly come off.
Well, that's why we take Giroud and put another attacker on, a more vibrant attacker, and then make the defensive switch at the 70th minute if you've got with Matuidi. If you've got that leads to.
You could do that if you take Giroud off and put up another forward, and then you take Matuidi off and put in a defensive midfielder, and you can rearrange a little bit to cover the left. Yeah.
So maybe
Because Griezmann will help hold up the ball and kill time and whatever as it gets close to the end of the game.
Here, a little more clog it up a little bit.
Yeah, and if you bring in Dembele for Giroud, Dembele can play here, and Griezmann can take the top. You know what I mean? So you're still covering that left side.
Yeah.
Because this is still the side that Modric is going to attack hard, right? Hernandez has a yellow, like you pointed out. Now you have a sub come into the game who's not have the rhythm of the game going. It's going to take him a second to get into it. They're going to come even harder. So you got to make sure you cover that.
And if you're Croatia,
I wouldn't change a
change it.
thing.
I mean,
I really wouldn't.
Injury, or if someone is absolutely gassed, I think that's the only reason you change it up.
And you bring in Kovacic, right?
Kovacic. They've also brought in, who else have they brought in? They brought in.
Do you think they have a hidden striker on their
Modric, but
what's his name?
Chorluka if they need defense. Kramaric.
Yeah, Kramaric.
Kalinic isn't coming in. I think they've also seen.
Piaka maybe?
But I think
they haven't played him yet. But
did the 9 only come in when Mandzukic was hurt? I can't remember. Kramaric?
He started a couple games in the group, I think. So he's one of their attacking options, but we'll see.
Maybe they call up Kalinic again.
Oh, is it back?
Yeah.
Looks
like we are back. I don't want to miss a single minute of this.
Shit.
No.
All right, let me catch up on some of the comments here. A lot of talk about the penalty. Regulation's not 100% precise. Jersic says the ref is winning. The referee wins the World Cup for France. Well, his calls have definitely helped them.
Come on.
That's a little bitter.
It takes away that this has been a vibrant game to say something about the ref.
Also, a lot of criticism that the first free kick was a dive. I think I also saw someone.
Yeah. My brother just made that comment too.
Okay.
Giroud?
Okay.
What are you going to do?
It's a better layoff.
No.
Oh!
Interesting. Going away from your body.
Smudger 2001 says that his commentators that he's watching, they say that they should not have been given that penalty.
Is he watching the Croatian commentators?
And then someone else is saying it was an obvious penalty.
Yeah, it really was.
I get the feeling we won't be done talking about this one for just a while.
Especially if it's the actual winning score.
Yeah.
If you don't think that was a penalty, you got to get off the stuff, man. Get off that dust.
Yeah, right. The first step to.
Admitting you have a problem.
And Terry's saying Djokovic won Wimbledon.
Oh,
Nice. Okay.
Big Croatia fan.
straight sets?
Was it straight?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he won that last set?
Oh boy.
There you go.
Great
once again.
save, Lloris.
Another shot
Another shot
inside
on
the
the
box.
At least France got one early on, though, right?
Yeah, they did. I think they.
That's encouraging from France.
Yeah, that was technically a shot on goal.
Yeah.
At least we don't see 200% scoring.
It's down to 100.
6 of the 7 teams to lead a World Cup final at half went on to win the title.
Yeah.
The only exception was Uruguay in old 1930.
Ye old 1930.
Whoa! Bike!
Oh,
man.
That was
Good D.
almost another
Tell-
handball.
1930.
France is barely held up on, like, you know what I mean? But that
Yeah.
second ball is falling in. It's a total crapshoot if it falls right to Croatian players.
This is like watching Liverpool play. We have like the old school where we have a lead, but
Yeah.
they keep getting in the box and getting these shots. They can only hold out for so long.
And someone else, Ryan, was saying that, sorry about your money. I'm from Poland. I don't know what happened exactly. No one does.
Sorry
Oh.
about your money.
Sorry.
Unbelievable.
It's very polite, though, to apologize to you personally.
I really appreciate it. 'Cause
Oh, that might have been a bad idea.
Oh. I'm surprised he didn't go studs up on that on the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Just in case, you know? Just in case that ball slows a little bit.
Dude, Croatia just looks
to the Polish
fantastic.
supporter, Poland looked great for 2 years
Ugh.
leading up to the World Cup.
Number 10 in the world, supposedly.
Yeah. and then
Allegedly.
2 bad games.
Mandzukic?
Oh,
That was a terrible touch.
the French look gassed, man. They look gassed. This is incredible.
Both teams did a fair amount of sprinting in that first half.
Yeah, but how is Croatia? Like they played the equivalent of 6 games in 3 games, and they're just like they keep going. Who's the Mexican pundit that's on the Fox Sport? The guy that
Fiore?
is that it?
Fernando
Like the older
Fiore?
guy? Yeah, he talked about like the real MVP of this team are the trainers, and no one's talking about how they've been able to keep this team. Their energy up, their endurance up, whatever they're doing just should be credited. And I'm like, that's
No.
a valid point.
When the tournament goes to
Cocaine's a hell of a
48
drug.
teams, do we know how long the cup is?
I think they extended an extra 2 weeks, I think they said.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's just going to be more games every day.
Four, beginning of
Gotcha.
4?
I think they're going to increase the number
Lord.
of games every day.
When am I going to sleep?
I just looked it up. It says,
Never, my dude.
It says here too damn long. That's how long it's going to be. It's too damn long. Too many
So
games.
are 32 going to advance? So you'll have third place teams advancing again, like when it used to be 24?
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, if you're going to start at 48 teams, yeah, you got to get to 32. So yeah, the top whatever number of third place teams would proceed. And so there's going to be rules behind
I hate
what
that,
qualifies
though.
as a
Yep.
third place winner, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be points, and then it's going to be tiebreakers after that,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks because
You want to know, like, am I getting through or not?
Right.
Like,
you're not just competing with your own group at that point. Now you have to worry about the
Right.
points in
Yeah,
other
yes.
groups being scored.
It's going to lend itself to a lot of draws. To a lot of draws in the group stage.
Yeah, I feel like someone drawing up, it's like the opposite. It's like, well, you want to be the best third place. You're gonna say, but it's like, no, it's going to ultimately play out. Then just let's make sure we don't drop points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
94 World Cup, or 90 World Cup, there was a group, Holland, Ireland, I can't remember who else was in it, but everyone finished with 4 points.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, tied in almost every category. One of the teams doesn't advance, and the other 3 are just tied, and I think they even did drawing of lots for first through third.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the only time it's ever happened, from what I understand.
Peter T says Croatia have started this half on fire.
Yep.
They've been they started the game on
On
fire.
fire, yeah.
They've been on fire.
Yeah.
They've been burning out there.
They're jumping into passing lanes. It's incredible.
The secret is a hot president.
Have they shown her?
No. What's
What's she
happening?
She
doing?
must be there, though, right?
They've shown the French president.
Macron.
Who's also kind of cute. He's not unattractive.
I mean, he's no Trudeau.
Oh,
look at that!
Speed,
Oh!
Vito with just enough hand to not get called on that. Just a little hand on the shoulder.
What just happened to Griezmann? How did he end up falling right there?
The field's been a little
A little
slippery.
slippery.
You gotta think if Mbappe got his first touch on that
What's
ball a
happening?
little earlier.
Whoa, pitch invader.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
Not just one. There's like 5 of them.
Play around it.
Hell yeah. The international feed, they show it all.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, now they're cutting out. No.
It'd be great if someone did that on a French attack, too. They were a couple seconds late. They should have been on Mbappe's side.
Croatia has to be pretty pissed. They were on a nice counter right there.
Oh man. Yeah, I think if Mbappe got that first touch just 10 yards
That little push off
previous,
going
that he
to
would
I was going to say,
down.
do you go down on that push-off if you're
No.
a striker?
I mean,
try to get that
Yeah,
penalty?
he should.
Not in the box.
That's the only time you go down
Like,
because, look,
right
Vita
here,
is,
if he goes down right here, that's a penalty.
I don't
'Cause he's
know.
pushing them
That's
off.
I don't
tough because
think
he has
this
his hand
ref
on
will
him
give
too.
you probably don't get it called in this game after you
Yeah.
Right, probably.
Yeah, I don't think this ref gives it. I think in
Yeah.
the first round game, maybe a different ref does, but
Also, Mbappe has his arm up on Vita as well. It's not
True.
like it's a single
Yeah.
action.
yeah. I think maybe if you're outside the box, you go down,
Great
get the
run.
defender the card.
Beautiful run, though.
Yeah.
It looks like they're preparing a sub already for France.
wow. What do we know?
See if we called it.
Gabi's watching. He still says 3-2 Croatia, huh? All right, it's still on.
Certainly possible the way
That
they're
would be
playing.
incredible.
Tell us where you're watching, Gabi. What's the scene like there?
He's in Mexico,
Encinitas?
remember? Right, Terry?
Yeah. Encinitas, Mexico.
Geography is not my strong suit.
Oh!
I'm going to call it 5.
Are they?
Yeah.
Camera angles.
Who does anyone have their arms raised more than Mandzukic? Like, what did I do? You like?
Yeah, LeBron.
They close every
Oh.
Juventus practice by working on that.
It looked like it was almost off sides.
Gramash saying 3-1 France. Could be.
Oh,
Zonzi.
didn't you call it?
No,
Oh,
Sevi did.
Sevi did, okay.
They like bringing him in.
Is he?
Oh, is
No.
he must be hurt.
Yeah, he must be hurt.
Who's that? Conte?
He also has a yellow.
Shit. This early?
Whoa.
Going in this match, France had never lost the match that Pogba and Conte had started together. If you remember, Conte missed the Euro 2016.
He
That's
must
right.
be hurt. Like, there could be no other reason.
He ain't tired.
Yeah.
We know that.
That's very strange.
I'll tell you what. And
He's not limping.
Yeah. He doesn't look mad either. 'Cause
I
that
mean,
guy looks like an Elka.
is that tactical? Is
Yeah, he does.
that for height? I mean, you
No.
wouldn't
they're-
dare do that, would you?
What do you need the height? You got Modric and Rakitic that he's
Yeah.
going against.
Mandzukic, I don't know.
Yeah, but
Rebic, Perisic, they love a nice challenge.
This is an
He's
interesting
got
sub.
Pogba.
That was
cover him.
strange.
Fuck. This is an interesting sub, man.
But I mean, hey, we all have seen Croatia kind of dominate the game.
True, true.
I know Conte's good, but
We did say that France shouldn't be complacent, so
Yeah.
credit
Yep.
to Deschamps for doing something, for better or worse.
Yeah, go ahead, Fabio. I know you got something to say.
You don't like
doing-
it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He hasn't been playing badly. He has a yellow card, yes, and
Yeah.
yeah.
but Hernandez is more of the liability with the yellow card than
agreed.
N'Golo Kante
Right.
is.
Agreed.
And I don't know. He
We just talked about how Conte people know about him, and he's still underrated.
Yeah.
He's a contender for player of the tournament, and he's coming off in the final when it doesn't appear that he's hurt.
Yeah.
Very strange.
And it doesn't. From what I can remember of this game so far, he hasn't been playing badly, right?
Yeah, only thing I can think of is that they think he's less dangerous with the yellow. But it's
That's
to
risky.
take out a player that good
Yeah.
who I think knows how to play with the yellow.
Yeah, you got to trust him, right?
I think so.
Oh,
That's guy. You got to call that.
No, that was a dive.
Oh, that was a nice move.
Uh-oh.
Vita.
There you go, Vita. Ooh,
oh, he,
I think he got stepped on.
I
his
thought he was
neck
going
or
to stop
something.
him. Yeah.
Try to step on the little ponytail. Gramash is now saying 2-2 or 3-2 in extra time.
Gramash, enough already.
Pick
Gramash,
a score.
Your pick
The
has been
Conte,
long.
I'm telling you, Conte coming off is a big.
That changed a
change,
lot of
yeah.
bets. Uh-oh, I see someone over here going, what's going on? Get that Croatia bet in before the line starts moving.
This is incredible. They're in the lead, but it doesn't feel that
It
way.
doesn't feel
at
that
all.
way.
I feel like they're being bullied off the ball and beaten to the ball. It's incredible. Where was this Croatia the whole tournament?
Yeah.
It was in the group stage.
Yeah, I guess so.
Got stuck in the group stage for a minute.
Good tackle.
I love that tackle.
Who's that, Brozovic?
Must have been. That was too elegant to be Lovren.
Or Vita?
Yeah. Next goal, you guys see it coming to France or Croatia?
No, Croatia.
Croatia.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Set piece. Was that Giroud with that late tackle? Kind of surprised he doesn't have a yellow. I feel like he's been a little bit late in some of his challenges.
Must have been a little chatty out there. Constantly yelling.
Last couple of crosses for Croatia have been overhit a little bit. Is that fatigue? Is that trying too hard? I mean, there's plenty of time still. I mean, they don't. It's not total desperation time here. You got a whole half to play.
Yeah. Agree. A couple bad crosses.
That's
and
two in a
that
row
Mandzukic
now.
Run where tried to play it in with the outside of his foot to no one.
Wow.
That was a deceptively good pass.
Yeah. That was one where that curl draws the defender
Yeah.
out of position.
Ooh. I think Mandzukic is getting tired.
He looks it.
I guess he kind of always looks a little tired.
Yeah, I always assume he's injured.
Perisic doesn't look tired.
He looks angry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Infantino.
Poon's there too.
Who wants your autograph, Infantino? Who's going, I want FIFA president autograph? Like, is that really in high demand, that type of merch?
He's putting that in his own house.
Sepp Blatter's like, why didn't I think of that?
Wow, good pass.
Oh, great ball.
Who paid
Another
that
one.
ball?
God, he's fast.
We got to see that replay again. Help him. You got to help him, Vita. You got to help him.
Come on.
You got to help him.
Come on, baby.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I thought that was going to Giroud. Pogba?
Blocked again.
Oh!
Oh!
3-1.
Wow.
Beauty.
Wow. Croatia looked like they were just like, they didn't know what happened.
They stopped.
They stopped,
Yeah.
yeah.
It looked like they heard a whistle. or something.
Substitution, I think, just got someone was in the way. He couldn't see that shot.
It's like,
Yeah.
calm down.
You can see Pogba took that like it was in training.
Yeah.
Just like stationary inside of the left foot, just placed it.
Wow. Talk about just taking advantage. Well, and
And
you
it was
know,
Pogba who played that ball.
well, that's beautiful.
Hey, he deserved the goal then.
Yeah.
That was a great ball.
Great pass.
And
And then got forward.
props on Mbappe to wait for his guys to show up
Mm-hmm.
and not just toss it in the box.
Lucky deflection.
Ding.
Yeah, it was like they were waiting for a handball call or something. They just kind
Yeah.
of stood there.
Nice finish.
Just
The rebound came back so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Modric didn't have time to
Yeah.
turn.
cool finish.
Beautiful instep shot. Look at that.
Subasic cheated too. He started moving the other way a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
He didn't need to either because that's where there's bodies that way.
Yeah.
I like to think in those situations the goalie farted a little bit.
Definitely
Just
got
like
a
a
little
little
nervous.
stress fart, like, oh, no.
Subasic. Wow.
All right, Croatia, now it's time to make a change.
Right.
You
bring
think
out
so?
you bring out a little bit more attack. Yeah. Mandzukic is looking tired by himself up there.
Don't celebrate too early there, Dominic. Don't celebrate too early. This team, Croatia could score real quick in the next 5 minutes, and then we're all back in the same boat.
Oh, I hope they do.
Yeah, I mean, I called
Great.
3-1, but this does not feel like a 3-1 game at all.
No.
Surprisingly, this is the first goal for Pogba this tournament.
It's good
He's
time
had a
to
good
score.
tournament. We talked about we'd like to see him a little more attacking wise. Well, he played a great forward pass and then got forward a bit better.
I think we talked about it also. Like
Another great ball.
I like the fact that he's been out of the headlines, the way that.
Oh! Giroud!
Oh, it's
Sweet Jesus.
Brozovic.
Sweet Jesus, that was 4.
From the dead.
That was 4. Wow.
See, this is the thing with France.
Look how far
They
Brozovic
can
is
do
too.
nothing for the longest time,
Right.
and then this.
Was Giroud trying to pass that or was he trying to score?
I think he was trying to score. Come on, we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's not give him that much credit.
When did he get
doesn't have
soccer
an X
IQ?
button. He doesn't. No X button on Giroud.
France can put this away. They can put it away right now.
Ooh,
Modric missed that, huh?
Too easy.
Gabby's saying Croatia on penalties, the old Croatian special.
He's holding strong, huh, Gabby?
Yeah, all right.
I think there's 2 more goals in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Just depends who they're for.
Yeah. It doesn't. It feels like.
Yeah. Could be 4-2, could be 3-3. It's yeah. I hear you. They do look a little down though, the Croatians. You could say there's a little bit in their body language just creeped in.
Yeah.
Yep, you can see it.
I mean, that's demoralizing though, to feel like you're the superior team and to be trailing by 2 goals.
Exactly.
Nice touch.
We've all played in games like that, right? Like
Yeah.
we're like,
Yeah.
how are we not winning?
How aren't we winning?
Yeah.
We're better.
Yeah.
What's the word from your brother on that one?
He's still pretty pissed about the dive by Griezmann that's led to the first goal. You think that set the tone?
While we have a small break in the action, a big shout out to the stepped up snacks. You guys stepped it up since
we heard
the quarters.
We heard you, and we said let's bring it a little bit. We got Triscuits. Did you
Yo,
do Triscuits?
Hey, the Triscuits are
Thick.
dominating, is what I'll say.
A lot of flavor.
You got a fresh nut mix.
What? Hello.
Got something for everyone.
Yeah, fresh nuts over there. Right?
Freshest.
It's a healthy start to the day.
Oh, that's a foul.
Shout out to Uncle Drew. Hold my
Really?
nuts. Hold your nuts.
What do we have to do to get you to be like sponsored by Nuts, Ryan?
I mean,
Who do we need to email?
I eat a lot of nuts.
You're being that guy.
Have I told you about my macadamia purchase recently?
Maybe.
I'm not good at telling what weights are if it's under like a big
Oh
amount.
boy.
And it was at Whole Foods where
Oh
you just
boy.
let them
Oh.
No.
$45 macadamia nut purchase.
Wow.
What'd you buy? 20 pounds?
I think it was.
I
Like,
guess 5 if it's Whole Foods.
Yeah, I think it was like 2.5 pounds.
Of course.
I didn't even look at the amount. I just like, well, let's fill up the bag.
Whole Foods.
And I was like, man, this is an investment, not a purchase.
Seriously. The next day, you're outside Whole Foods trying to sell them
In bags.
in front.
I need to unload some nuts. I saw, dude, somebody did that to me in front of the Ralphs in Pasadena one time. So I was
Yeah?
like, I was a
The one in
delivery.
Colorado?
They were unloading some
Yeah.
nuts.
So I'm like, I'm a delivery driver. This is last year. I'm delivery driving, and I just got done with a call, and I'm kind of like hanging in the parking lot debating if I want to get chicken tenders or not. Oh wait, hold on.
Which you want them, you just.
Yeah, I'm like, should I?
Yes.
Right.
I'm sitting in the parking lot.
More of
and
the
this-
ethical question.
Yeah, and this middle-aged man in a pretty new SUV rolls up on me, and he's like, "Hey, do you like drones?" And I was like,
See, it
I
used to be
mean,
speakers.
yeah, I was
Now
like, it's
drones.
drone. I was like,
Yeah.
what kind of question is this?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I got this extra drone. I need to
I gotta unload this.
gotta
thing.
unload
this
this
bad
drone.
boy.
And I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Oh,
My
Mbappe.
God!
Ay, ay, ay.
This is
Give us
over.
the dance. Oh, dang it.
This is over. What?
That's gotta be it.
Wow.
I saw France winning, but not by
Yeah.
this large
gotta-
margin.
No.
Croatia's been the better team,
You
right?
gotta give Dominic some credit for this move, for the sub. All this is happening right after the sub.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
I
After
don't
you
know
brought
if
up
it's
Conte.
connected, but you gotta give some kind of credit here for that.
Conte's not winning player of the tournament, I'm guessing.
Yeah. No.
Wow. Missed tackle here. Tired attempt by Mandzukic.
Yep.
It is.
Still could, you could probably might be booking him for that right now.
Ooh.
This is
In
my
and out.
favorite
He's-
jersey of the tournament too. The French jersey.
Too much space.
I like the French white
You do more
with
than
the little specks.
That's because you're a skinny guy. You enjoy
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'll take the darker one.
I like the mime jersey from a few years ago. You remember that?
Oh,
the
yeah.
white one with the
Yeah.
black stripes?
Yes.
Super French.
I wish the U.S. could have a good jersey again.
Actually, I have a French jersey and I don't like
Oh, yeah?
it though.
Is
It's
it the
like
light blue one?
it's the training one. It's like that like red. It looks that raw
Yeah.
meat pink.
Raw meat.
Yeah. Did you like the U.S. Bomb Pop jersey from last cup?
Oh, the popsicle looking one?
Yeah, I
No.
like that one.
Like
You didn't
that.
like that one?
No, I didn't like that either.
I haven't liked it since they had that white one with the V-neck that was like with the stripes on the
Yeah.
si- on,
Oh,
on
that
the
was
co-
great.
That was a great jersey.
Yeah.
And when
Honestly,
they turned
yeah.
it, I was like, why?
The one with the one red sleeve and the blue sleeve is the wackest jersey of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I just miss seeing any American jersey in the World Cup.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Come on, Croatia, let's make this interesting.
Dude, yeah, who gets player of the tournament at this point?
Mbappe?
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Can you give it to a teenager?
I mean, he'd win young
parents-
man.
his
He'd win
parents said
young
it's
player of
okay.
the tournament and player of the tournament.
I'm sure they
Has
gave
that ever
it to.
happened?
I'm sure they gave it to
Pogba?
Pele when he played.
Yeah, I think Pele might have in the 58.
Yeah.
I think you got to give to him over Lloris, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, they
Oh,
would
yeah.
give. I don't know. I still don't think Lloris gets
Close to the mic.
Golden Glove.
You think Courtois?
Yeah, I mean,
27 saves is a lot of
yeah,
saves.
it's
Oh, a whole lot.
Tim Howard didn't want that
Not
one game.
Subasic ruled himself out today. That was that was the end of the road for him.
Yeah.
and especially if Lloris gets another goal scored on him, because then I think they'd be tied on goals conceded too, right? That's 6, I think.
Yeah.
So then you have to go with the saves as the tiebreaker.
This is incredible. It was such a vibrant game, and they just stepped on him.
Still could be some more goals. Highest score in World Cup final since '86 when Argentina beat Germany 3-2.
First World Cup I ever saw. First World Cup final I ever saw.
Pogba's first Premier League player to score in FIFA World Cup final since Emmanuel Petit in
No, that's wrong.
'98.
I saw the Rossi one on tape delay on NBC in the afternoon. They
In
didn't show it
82?
live in '82.
Wow. Was it 86 live in the U.S.?
'86 was live, yeah, because I remember we all got together and watched it. My whole family down in Falls Church, Virginia, like all the
Oh,
all
that's where I'm
Latinos.
from.
Oh, you really?
Not
Woodbridge,
Woodbridge,
baby.
Woodbridge. We're both from Woodbridge.
Get the. Are you guys from Woodbridge?
Yeah, we're both from Woodbridge.
I'm from Dale City. No
Yeah,
lie.
I'm
the
from Dale
fuck
City.
outta
Yeah.
We're
here.
both from Dale City.
Are
You
Stop
claim Woodbridge
it.
at Dale City. You got to
Yeah,
pick one
it's
now.
a
You
lot
gotta
of-
live there.
It's all the
It's
same.
Dale City's a part of
Yeah,
Woodbridge.
you gotta
A lot of
understand.
Oh,
Get outta here.
What was
What
that?
was Lloris
All right,
thinking?
well, Lloris, you're out for golden
Wow.
Pause
golden
the game.
gloves.
We're talking
What?
about
Sorry
What
about
are you
that. Sorry
doing?
about that.
What were you thinking?
Yeah,
We've seen goalkeeper errors the last
Yeah.
couple months. Could happen to anyone. That was
Wow.
bizarre.
No, but that wasn't an error. That was like him trying to play out. What were you doing?
Peter T says, I think we can safely say France has one hand on the cup. Well, they just took a
Look,
finger
he's trying
off.
to cut him back. Like,
Oh,
My
no.
God.
Clear the
You
ball.
try to cut, that's when it goes wrong.
Yep.
Wow.
Was he trying to meg him?
Kick out to
Yeah,
5.
yeah,
That's
look at
done
the
then. Maybe
vet.
not.
That's French
4-2.
arrogance right
Jason
there.
Henderson says WTF, Lloris. I think we're all saying that. But,
Yep.
but great, right? Why not?
Wow, yeah.
There we go. Game's back on.
Yeah, yeah,
4-2. Terry, what's the highest scoring World Cup final of all time?
Wasn't there a 4-3 final? Or is that the semi? Wasn't Italy Brazil?
I know there was a 7-1
4-3.
yeah.
in a semifinal.
Oh.
2-7.
Wasn't the 4-3
Was that a
the,
semi?
the-
That wasn't a semi.
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And then they lost the third place game.
3-1.
Wasn't
3-1
4-3
against my
England?
beautiful losers.
I was serving that one up for you, tossing
England,
the
West
softball
Germany, I
for
think,
you.
was 4-3.
England was Germany was 4-3.
I think so, because it went to extra time.
I thought that was 3-2.
Hands up if you said there'll be 6 goals scored in this.
Yeah.
Jeez.
With 20-something minutes left to play.
Well, let's get back to the important thing. So you guys are from this?
Yeah, man.
Kirkdale.
Really?
Yeah, where are you?
Well, we've been there since '79. My mom still
lived
lives
back
there,
in the day, okay.
off of a Birchdale on Beaumont.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We
If
went
you
to
guys say that you
Garfield's.
lived on the same street,
to
I'm gonna be
Garfield,
pissed.
too.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah,
What year did you
my
graduate?
family's on Cardinal now, which is where his
Oh,
family
Cardinal,
is.
yeah.
Just back to Birchdale.
Right.
You know?
I went to Potomac. You fucking.
That sucks.
The hell with y'all.
Bougie to
The hell with y'all, man.
When did you graduate, man? I was in '80. I'm '88.
98.
No, right on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
What a small goddamn world.
This is really strange.
Sebi,
Footballers convention, bringing people together.
Listen to that.
I like Charlottesville a lot. That's a great place.
Did you go to UVA?
No.
actually,
But I visited a couple times.
I lived in Charlottesville for a year and a half.
It is a cool
'Cause,
city.
Yeah. My friend Maurice Jones, he's the city manager and he's best friend since
Oh,
high school.
Primoridge.
Yeah.
There it
So they
is.
Is
choosing
that
to go.
Revich coming off? Who's 18?
I think they,
No,
Revich.
remember, is it? I didn't. Oh, it is.
yeah, Revich.
Come on, Fabio.
I thought it was Mandzukic. Mandzukic is 17. That's right.
I think even as tired as it is, I think you have to keep Mandzukic on just because he's,
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Past two
Yeah.
games, he got 2 goals after it looked like he was comatose.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only player I think that is like an actual substitute for him is Kalinic. Like he's the only one who maybe could do what he can,
The scrappy.
like not as consistently as Mandzukic, but like you know what I mean. That what he does.
Friendship played out. Yeah.
He ran into his own player, though.
Lovren.
Of course.
Yeah, which is like, that's why you don't get to hang out. You know?
comments saying how crazy would it be if this got to 4-4.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
There's time. There's time.
If they score a third goal before the 80th minute, it is going to go to 4-4.
Yeah, you think it's just?
Oh yeah, I
it's
think
just
France will get
inevitable.
shaky. Yep.
Yeah. And Lloris would be the biggest villain
Ooh,
in French
that's-
history.
Yep.
That's a concussion for both
Since
players.
Richelieu.
Richelieu.
See, I got a little history for you too. Come on.
Ooh.
Ouch.
That hurts.
See, that's why you keep him out there.
Oh, did
He'll
Mandzukic
get up
face
and be
hit
fine.
Too, or is he?
No, they both right there.
Oh.
Yeah, he got some shoulder in the face too.
This is great.
I fully believe that people throw that hand on purpose on people's heads. I just think it's think it's on purpose.
I think so too, because I've never delivered one, but I've received a lot. So I don't know why people are all delivering them.
No. Oh,
It's not a natural
Tolisso?
jump
exactly.
position.
It's not.
I'll
You
tell
do
you
not
what.
need it.
I have no idea what's going to happen in terms of the score lines, but I'm getting a lot of these lineups, these subs. I'm good at that. I can predict that. If you see any odds on predicting the team sheet, give me a call. And Terry's saying in 1958, Brazil beat Sweden. I think that's how you. That's Terry's spelling of Sweden. 5-2 in '58, and there's
Wow.
been a couple other finals that are 4-2.
But
Not
not the England. West
Sweden made it to
Germany.
the final in '58.
It was in Sweden.
And how can
Oh,
we
was
forget
it?
England's final in
Was that 4-2 or
'66?
3-2? The one against West Germany.
That was 4-2.
I feel like it was 4-2. Hurst scored what, 3 goals?
Yeah, only man with a hat trick in the.
England in 66 was 4-2.
4-2. Yeah. Controversial goal too.
As well as Italy beat Hungary in 38 and Uruguay beat Argentina in 30.
Ah,
4-2.
4-2. Uruguay.
Gramash is saying that we should watch the film Pele about the '58, one of the better soccer movies.
Oh, okay.
I'll watch it. One of the best soccer movies I've seen so far is the ESPN 30 for 30 on the two Escobars.
Escobars,
yeah.
It's so good.
Tuesco is incredible. And if you are a France fan, the documentary they have on Netflix about detailing what happened before they won in '98 and then what happened subsequently afterwards and the deconstruction of that team and all the politics that were involved.
Yeah.
It's a great documentary. It's all in French. You have to watch it with subtitles, but it's great.
And then can we safely say that if France wins this, that they won't be a factor in the next World Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, go ahead and put money on them going out in the first
Going out in the
Yeah.
group stage, yeah. Uh-oh, all the balls are falling France's way now, though. That's a little worrying. Giroud, what have you got?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Great giveaway.
That's a foul.
Do you think Arsene Wenger cheers for Giroud? Like,
He cheers for any French player.
do you think so?
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
he
so.
goes, I hate it.
Plus, he was kind of his guy, really.
Yeah.
I guess.
The way that Henri was his guy.
Yeah.
It's a better
A lot of people would like to have Henri as their guy.
Not
Salko, great ball!
Including France. Including France.
Yeah. Tell you what, France would love to have Henri instead of Giroud out
for
there right
sure.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, even just as a coach.
Even Henri now.
Yeah, Henri now and Zidane now. I would
True.
still take him.
Oof.
Questions being asked.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, I want to say soccer is
defending.
the only game where players retire and 15 years later they still look like they're in game shape. I saw clips of it was someone's testimonial the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Bergkamp had 2 goals that were
sublime.
absurd. Did you see this highlight?
I didn't, but
I
but
got
when
it.
as soon as you said Bergkamp, I'm like,
Oh my
I'm
god!
sure it was nice.
Yeah.
Mandzukic scores in a cup final again.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Gotta love that. I gotta get one of those, man.
It's funny that Croatia's Mandzukic scored the own goal and scored a goal. Perisic scored a goal and gave away a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Mask with us. Hey, Mask, how you doing, buddy?
Hey,
Our pal.
Masquito.
Mask, yeah. Tell us what you think about this one, Mask. Give us some knowledge. Talk us through what we're seeing here, because I don't believe it.
It's Lovren trying to play out.
You know what though? For having conceded 4 goals, I don't think Lovren or Vida have really put a foot wrong like that. You know, they haven't,
Well,
made
the
a
last goal from
mistake.
Mbappe Vida was pretty far away, and that's probably a consequence of not wanting to get burned.
True.
Right? If he steps up.
He also, it wasn't like he just completely sides. You know what I mean? Like that far away, it's tough to cut off the angle a little bit. I don't know. Ooh, he almost gave the ball away there. Modric, how are you so good?
Oh man.
I still think player of the tournament's up for grabs. I don't know.
Yeah, that was an aggressive first touch by Modric. That was great.
If Modric can score, I think he could still be, even if they lose.
AB Hokie says, Outlaw Nation checking in.
Break up. What's up? What's up? What do you think of the game?
Does Outlaw Nation overlap with the Horseman?
Yes.
What's the...
The Outlaw was the character I created for the movie Trivia Schmodown, and then I put a faction together called the Four Horsemen the first time around, and then people really liked the Outlaw a lot. I picked up like a shit ton of fans, so I just started a podcast called Outlaw Nation where I can just talk about whatever I want to talk about. So that's what I do for
Does the Outlaw have a costume, or is it just
yes.
more...
It's a hat, a cowboy hat,
Where's
with
it
a
been,
V for Vendetta mask.
Where's that been this World Cup?
Oh! Well, I'm not going to wear a cowboy hat the whole game. I didn't know.
We welcome that sort of
It's a
hijinks
corner.
there. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
corner.
yeah.
In Zonzi.
Yeah.
AB Hokie's cheering for France, I guess, since your 3 lines are out. That's not how being English works. I'm not sure. Check me on that one, AB Hokie.
No, I don't know if this.
Mass says Croatia playing versus 11 players and the ref.
Okay.
I don't know, Mask. I don't think he's
the ref
biased. It just so happens his calls have helped France more.
Right.
But I don't think we've seen it, other than maybe that first free kick that your brother's saying was incorrectly given.
Yeah,
It was a
but
dive.
It happens all the time. It wasn't egregious. I would
Yeah, and it was more a consequence of an unlucky own goal than it would have been,
Yeah.
an actual goal. So
It wasn't like they got a penalty off.
right.
Right.
It's like just don't put it in your own.
Yeah.
Man Sensei says he'll concede that Lloris is a better goalkeeper than Subasic.
I don't know.
Tell you what, I'd take Schmeichel or I'd take Courtois over either of these two right now.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
A couple of decisions they've made in this game.
I wish Liverpool go get Schmeichel. I wish we would.
Why not?
I like
yeah,
it.
it looks like. Are they going to just commit to Karius now? It's
Sell us Allison. We want him.
Yes.
No, you
We
can't
get
afford.
him?
You can't afford him.
What?
Can't afford him.
We need him.
That's
Yeah.
different. That's
You
the
do.
different
I mean,
response.
you do, but
yeah. Karius let one in an exhibition last week
Yeah, I
too.
saw
right?
that.
Yeah.
He let what? He what? He let one in?
Yeah,
Well,
like I can't
no.
even remember what it was.
dropped
now.
one.
Oh, that's right, dropped one. Yeah.
He dropped one, and then
Oh.
the player just finished it home.
It's too fast for his
Ooh,
own
Mbappe.
speed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Get up.
Yeah.
He jerked himself
Yeah.
himself out.
Yeah, I saw Liverpool wanted to make a bid for Silesen, but Barcelona doesn't want to part with him. But he doesn't, only want to play cup games.
Right.
The old Fausto Pinto rule, where it's just like, you're just only going to play when we're in Copa del Rey. And the earlier stages, not the final.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he played like 14 last year.
Well, you could argue we've never had a really solid goalkeeper since maybe Grobbelaar. Like, It's
Yeah.
just frustrating to watch.
What about Reyna, though?
Reyna bobbled too. Reyna would
Yeah.
do these stupid things at times too that just frustrated the hell out of you. He was a great
Oh, that was
goalkeeper,
nice.
but he would just do dumb shit.
Modric is so good. I still think he's played a tournament.
Yeah, I think
All
you're
the
right.
pressure's on him. He's still turning away from everything,
Yeah.
playing his little passes.
It has to be him or Mbappe, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And maybe Modric, since he's been the true leader of the squad and
Clearly the best
overachieved.
player.
Yeah.
I think if Mbappe scores before the end of the match,
Who's 18 for
we'll give it to
France?
him.
I thought that was Matuidi, wasn't it?
No, he's 14.
I think it's
Sub. That's Fekir coming on. Liverpool trying to buy him
See, Piaka's coming out.
Yeah, Fekir.
for Giroud. I think.
We called all
Good
subs,
move.
I
For
feel.
the ref, that's good.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
we
for
called
the feed.
every single
That was
sub.
for the feed.
Just
Yeah.
At
no
least the
idea where the
players
goals
don't
are
know.
coming from.
Just don't rush me off the field. I'm going to shake your hand.
I'm saying not Dembele because now you have a 2-goal lead.
Right.
Definitely not going to try and
Yeah.
push
Definitely not,
anymore.
Imi Islam says, "Thank God England, my country, wasn't in the final because we would have gotten our asses kicked."
Yeah, I think so, too.
I think Belgium showed a little bit that England was a great tournament, but weren't there yet.
France would have run roughshod over England.
Also says France are on fire. Well, I still feel like there are more goals than this. I don't know who they're going to go to. But Giroud finishes without. God, did he have a shot on target today? I don't think he did. I think he went through this whole tournament without a shot on target.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
They just needed an old man.
It's like the wedding. Something borrowed, something blue. Old man Giroux. And then we were ready. Grimash is asking, remember the Dudek dance in Istanbul in 2005? How could I forget
Of course.
Of course. Of
Miracle
course.
in
And a lot of goalkeepers, that brought back. Now
Yep.
you see a lot of goalkeepers copying that.
Yeah.
And AB Hoki's saying, Roca, do you think Benzema should have been on this team?
No, why? Look at them.
Oh, good. Oh, Piaka, you got to do better than that.
I don't think you can say that.
I would have him over Giroud.
I would have
Sure.
more Giroud too.
But look at the results. They're 4-2 with 10 minutes left in the World Cup final. They're
Yeah,
up.
I guess so.
Just an old man to, do some slow stuff.
Steady the inflow.
Yeah,
Yeah, steady things.
Slow stuff.
Right.
Wow.
Do they bring in Kovacic still? They have one more sub, right, Croatia? Because
They might not.
They brought on Piaka and then they brought on.
yeah, that's only 2 subs.
They took out Rebic and brought on Kramaric.
Thing is, I can't believe they brought up their left back and they're going to roll the dice with Mbappe having a field day on that right side. That's, I guess you have to, but
Yeah.
I would have thought maybe there's someone else you could bring off. Brozovic is going to be covering, I bet. Foul. Another set piece.
Oh,
Was it offside?
you played too quick.
Yeah, good one. Good call. Good
Technically, you
play.
can get booked for that
Yeah.
if he's clapping the referee or.
Yeah. I think any ref but this ref.
Yeah,
would
right.
give him a yellow for that.
Right.
Come on, Rakitic.
Yeah, you got to play a great ball
Yeah.
in
This,
here.
yeah, this is.
Give your guys a chance. It's not too hard.
It's in. Oh. Lloris was cheating forward a little bit. AB Hokie asked, is that a Houston Dynamo jersey? No, that's a Holland. Was that?
Van Nistelrooy.
Is that the 2010 jersey?
2008.
2008.
With all the
It's the actual
patches,
game
my
jersey too.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the-
It's the game jersey.
Got the UEFA respect patch.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
we got everything on here.
Mandzukic? Why not?
It's been Pogba and Mandzukic all day.
They've been battling.
Yeah.
They were teammates for a little bit. Were they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did they overlap?
1 year, right?
1 year, I
I
think.
think they did. Yeah. What? Pogba's been gone for 4 years now.
Has it been that long?
I think he left right after the last World Cup.
No, because he played a Champions League final, the one they lost, the first one they lost against Barcelona.
You're right. Yeah, because Louis Van Gaal was at United for 1 year before he was able to get Pogba there.
God, I
so it was
remember
one more year. Yeah.
These Dutch guys sometimes. No offense, man. They just,
Running out of time now.
like Hiddink,
Mm-hmm.
those guys, they hang on for a while. People still love them.
AB Hokie says, at least he can smell knowing Harry Kane gets the golden boot.
Yeah?
Technically, yes, but I.
Man, you should get half a goal for a penalty for the Golden Boot race.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the most elegant striker performance we've seen.
Because the best low key, maybe Cavani. Just less attempts, but just like I don't know.
Oh, that was a good idea.
I think Cavani was the most clinical striker for sure. Too bad he just went out too early.
Yeah, that was a bummer. I would have liked to see him play in that match.
It's a whole nother match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right?
yeah. Suarez couldn't do it alone up there. He was
Yeah.
he's had too much.
Cavani was incredible when he was playing.
Cathal says Croatia have been great yet unlucky. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's how soccer goes sometimes.
Yeah.
But the whole tournament, and they were talking about this on Fox as well, like the whole tournament has been teams with the majority of the possession losing games. And so like this fits the narrative of the entire tournament, that it's taking
Yeah.
advantage of your chances more than
Yeah,
taking
being,
control of the game.
being clinical rather than passing the other
Yep.
team off
Yeah.
the
Yep.
pitch.
Yep. Catching a team when they have too many players upfield.
Yeah.
Oh, no need to foul there. That's just going to kill you. That's just going to eat up so much time.
Especially because it's not going to stay down.
Silly. It's getting late in the game.
Yeah.
It was looking dangerous. The whole 70th minute section felt like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like Croatia was going to get one, but
Yeah.
looking about done. Time to fold it up.
Ooh. Did Rakitic get a card for that?
think the referee might have showed a little mercy on that.
Oh man.
He gave him a greeting card.
Yeah.
Greeting card. Welcome to the game.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's ambitious.
That's sub strength right there.
Yeah.
We're still in contention for him, aren't we? Or is this
Fekir?
Fekir, yeah.
And wait, did he just get a shot on target?
Yeah.
So in 2 minutes as a sub, he got more shots on
Yeah.
target than Giroud? just throwing that out there. Just throwing it out there.
That's so good, man.
I
I'm
mean,
telling you, man, the old man effect. Get one for the Gipper type shit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we know Giroud sucks. We have to, like, we got to hold it down for him while he's on the field. Let him kind of meander around.
Too high. They're sailing those. Someone's saying, Roca, will you finally give Tottenham some props? Their players showcase all over this World Cup. Son, Lloris, Belgian defenders.
I'll give them props when they win a league. How about that? How about that? Win a league. How about get into a Champions League final? How about that? Then I'll give you some props.
Ooh.
Until then,
Direct shots.
I'm sorry.
I mean, their trophy cabinet's still pretty empty, you know?
It's the same number of Giroud shots on target.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they say that's so Spursy, that's a phrase on purpose from the men in
Yeah.
Blazers. It's because the Spurs just can't quite get it done.
They were only, was it 1 or 2 years removed from completely collapsing?
Yeah, when they had it all in their hands.
Was that last season?
No, it's 2 seasons ago.
I mean, not this previous one, but like
Yeah.
2017 or
Yeah.
yeah.
It was the Leicester season, wasn't it?
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, if Leicester can do it and Tottenham can't, what does that tell you?
Nice turn.
Go pull back, but there's too many bodies there. Hit it.
No.
Oh, he's tired. He's
Yeah.
tired. He keeps that on. In first minute of the game, he keeps that one on target.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think that's it.
that on the roll.
2 goals now.
I mean, it'd be nearly.
Just got
Oh, he's
just
scuffed-
too much
scuffed
inside the
it.
ball.
Now I'm getting to that stage where it's set in that France is going to win, and I just feel bad for Croatia. Someone I can't remember who was earlier in the chat said that this is the best game Croatia maybe played.
Yeah.
I think you said that earlier,
Yeah,
John.
certainly. They look fantastic. They just couldn't finish it. And that's been my complaint against them the whole tournament, is that their striking ability is so much lower than their defensive ability. And that was going to eventually catch up to them. And something like France, it's, we said that yesterday, the combination of France's attacking ability and defensive, it's a tough combo to destroy or to beat.
You try and do shit like that too.
No. There's no time for that. There's no time for
man.
that.
Let's see how much time. Let's see how much time that wastes. It was 89-25 when he just drilled that ball. I wouldn't be surprised if 30 seconds go off the clock.
And
That
the way
was
they were
silly.
wasting time in that the Belgium game is still pretty hilarious.
Oh.
Man.
Mbappe just like going for a little carry with the ball.
Yeah, behind the back. Somebody please put the Harlem Globetrotters music
to that.
over him putting the ball behind his back.
Yeah, and that was immediately after Pogba went down and just laid on the ball.
Yeah.
Did he get 5 minutes?
Yeah. Wow.
Should have gave him 8. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd watch an extra 30 of this game.
Sure.
Just give it to him. Change the rules up for one day.
Now the wheels are falling off for Croatia finally.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like how he's
A
banging.
little floppy. A little flippy floppy.
Some folks saying that the minutes Croatia played have finally caught up to him. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
I totally
Yeah.
disagree with that.
I think Mandzukic is the only guy who looks
Look
nearly
tired?
dead, and that's just, that's every day of the week.
I mean, they scored 2 goals against France, who set out to normally play more defensively. Penalty, own goal. I mean, it wasn't. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be talking about this one after, but I don't think the Croatia played badly. It wasn't
Not
like
at all. They didn't look tired at all.
I think the only.
Oh.
There you go. Well, that was a bit
was
tired.
tired.
This is it. This is 5, right?
Boy.
To Pogba.
Pogba go to the
Maybe
corner.
Not now. There's no
Yeah.
trailer.
Oh.
If Giroud was out there.
Yeah. That would have been it.
Fact.
Giroud's probably going, you couldn't have left me out to make it 5-2 in the final.
Giroud would have already been at the penalty box.
Oh.
Griezmann's going to the corner.
Straight to the corner.
He's not messing
Discipline.
around.
Yellow card.
Yikes. Yikes.
Mandzukic is just trying to explain.
Why do you want to make the man limp to the medal stand? That's all that is. He's not trying to score.
There's some anger now. The anger's coming out.
Ooh.
Cathal says, who's getting golden ball since we know Kane has golden boot and Neymar best actor? Best actor in a supporting role, though. He wasn't leading in this.
Yeah, that's
tournament.
for sure.
I don't know. On France, I guess Mbappe would be their best shout more than Griezmann.
Yeah.
Conte coming off kind of hurts his chances. Lloris' little screw up there hurts his chances.
Yeah.
So maybe Mbappe. I still think you could give it to Modric, and that would be fine.
I think they would give it to Modric because they're going to give the young player award, right, to Mbappe.
Probably.
So
Probably.
That'd be consecutive French players.
Oh.
winning
Oh,
the best
no.
player.
Oh,
Oh,
handball. That was a handball.
What was that? Pogba. How do you score that first goal and then do that? What was that?
Did he not want to score? It was weird. It was like, oh, I don't want to inflict more damage.
Oh,
Yeah. I agree now, yeah. I think Modric gets best player. Mbappe gets best young player. One cup after Pogba won best young
Yeah.
player.
Mainly because Mbappe hasn't. Oh wow, look at that. Because Mbappe hasn't done. He's
Enough.
done well, but he hasn't done enough to be like.
he hasn't
for
controlled
sure.
games.
Yeah.
Really. Maybe the Argentina one where he, that was his game.
The goal, the pass, yeah.
But I feel like in all other France's games, he had some moments, but you could point to another player on the French team and say
Yeah.
that was their best player this match.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting some debate. Some people saying Jason Henderson says Mbappe, Cathal says Modric. VAR deserves it. Own goal.
I think if Belgium made the final, maybe Courtois
Was
gets
it-
it,
it was
though.
handball.
Well, that's
I don't know.
definitely
I don't know if I
handball.
would count that though. That was definitely not as egregious as.
No.
Yeah.
You got to be a pretty cool ref to call that too.
Yeah.
That's true. And it's not like there was an attacking player running on behind him who would have met the ball had it not hit him.
Some handsy stuff here.
So Deschamps becomes the third coach to win as both player and coach, right?
Beckenbauer,
And then the Brazilian. Wasn't it the Brazilian guy?
Pereira?
It's got to be something else.
No.
Terry.
Oh,
I was gonna say Dunga, but he didn't win it. Maybe it wasn't the
Yeah.
Brazilian.
Dunga did not win it. Was there an Italian that won it?
Oh, maybe it was.
did Jurgen Love win?
What team?
No.
There's Beckenbauer, Billerdo, Del Bosque,
Oh, Vicente Del Bosque.
The
Yeah.
Bosque, yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That's too much Googling.
I was like, oh,
This late in the game.
Terry, don't pull a Croatian and get tired. Come on, we need you to the end of the game.
Beckenbauer definitely
Open
did.
every single Wikipedia.
Was there an Italian manager?
No, I was just thinking that
It's probably Italy, right?
Mario Zagallo
There it
one more
is.
time. That's it.
was a player in Brazil. Yeah.
Robert
France.
DeYoung saying third person to win it as both player and manager. Yep.
It was an exciting. Oh,
Oh,
she's the Croatian president.
easy there,
Yeah,
Macron.
Macron.
He likes older
Yeah,
women.
we know that, yeah. We're going to look at some stats in a second here, but first, help me make some sense of what we just saw here, guys. So, someone talk me through. What do we see, John?
I just think we saw a France team that understood how to play, what was positive about their play, how to get the best out of what they had on their team. And they were dangerous all the time, even though they looked like they weren't. I think someone said like they were playing possum. It seemed like they were playing possum this whole game. They understood what they were going to do with Croatia, and they took advantage of their chances when they were there. And they weren't fluke goals. Those were beautiful goals that they scored, but for the most part.
Yeah, I say in the end, maybe the same number of chances for each team, but France had more quality. They were able to finish them. You can look at it and say, well, France had a penalty and an own goal. Well, the fact of the matter is the own goal was a beautiful ball put on target, and the penalty was deserved. So they put themselves in those positions, and I think they were the best team in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think everybody had them as favorites going in, and they kind of showed that they were favorites. I still would have wished Belgium, Croatia final, but
Same.
I think France kind of was head and shoulders. They went through the toughest side of the bracket as well.
They did.
Beat good teams, showed
Argentina,
convincing stuff.
They earned
Uruguay,
Belgium.
They were the most
Croatia.
complete team of the
Croatia.
tournament.
Yeah, I think they deserved it. So this is probably one of the few times where the team that wins is actually the team that deserves to win, right? So
yeah. Their quality came through when they needed it to.
Yeah.
It wasn't an abundance of chances. You know, Croatia gave everything they had, especially in that first half. I think that maybe we should have seen when they weren't leading at half after how well they played.
yeah.
That was maybe it for them.
The players
know?
seem to be really happy with Dominic. So I wonder where all this dissension supposedly is coming from.
With Deschamps.
Yeah, with Deschamps.
Well, when you win, everybody's happy.
Yeah, everyone's happy when you win.
Now, does France become, I wouldn't say a villain, but, in the way the teams don't want to root for Italy or Brazil or Germany.
The
now
Yankees.
that they've been in
Who doesn't want to root for Italy?
Now they've been in 3 finals in 20 years, won 2 of them. They kind of become a little bit of like, we want someone else. Because until now, it's always been like, yeah, you want France to be there because they have such good players.
I think if they were winning ugly games, then I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Like the way Brazil sometimes plays. But like, I love their style of play on this particular team and in the '98 team and the 2006 team really. But that was a one-man show from Zidane. But you like that they understand how to play the game in a certain way that I enjoy.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, as long as they're playing like attack-minded, I'm with them.
He just will. I'll see you next year.
Ibutu's asking, what are we watching tomorrow? I think I'm going to be sleeping for about a week straight before I can think of anything. And Peter asked you guys come in the Premier League. Peter, check our social. We're going to have some big things coming for the start of domestic season. A little unconfirmed plans, so I don't want to spread any fake news or false rumors, but we'll be doing something. So stay tuned for that. Let's maybe look at some of the stats of this and see if there's something we can learn. Let's just jump into the good stuff, huh?
I mean,
60.
It's pretty impressive. Let's look at the second half only. I mean, it was more of the same. It's just we did see a little bit of I don't know if you want to say fatigue physically or mentally. There was definitely some less purposeful crosses that sailed or that maybe weren't the right decision by Croatia. You could tell they were chasing a little bit, which I guess when you concede 4 times, it's bound to happen a little bit here. Maybe let's look at, we didn't look at any pass maps at halftime. Should we look at someone's full-time pass map? Let's do the whole team. We got a minute here. 521, pretty good amount of passes. 6 chances created, respectable. 2 goals to show for it. I mean, you got to figure maybe the most relieved person might be Lloris, so that no one's talking about that goal, whatever he did.
That's true, because if people talk about the own goal, the penalty, one of Croatia's goals was a gift.
yeah.
Obviously, Modric's side with a lot of love. A lot of crosses here that weren't successful coming from, where was that? That was Perisic, I think, that was bombing down there. Modric, 67 passes. Pretty good. Favor the right side. I don't know. I thought he played well. They scored twice in a World Cup final. You figure with in the last 4 or 5 World Cup finals, if you score twice, you're the winning team. That usually wins it for you.
I would have liked to see him boss the game a bit more, but that's not necessarily Modric's style. So, but he was great today.
Pogba had a very good game. Good goal. Wasted a chance at the end, but I guess you can do that when you're going for the 5th goal in the final. He especially had a lot of successful long passes. We saw some beautiful passes on his own goal. Actually, that was, I believe, one of these 2 passes that set it up. he was the young, like as you're saying, he was the young player of the tournament. What was it
2014, undeserved, but he got it over Depay. Yeah, Depay was clearly the best young player of the tournament. I have no idea how Pogba even got a vote over him, but he did.
Still a bone of contention. These years later.
Griezmann? I think you're seeing fewer passes here because he was playing a little more forward, which is fine. I thought he scored a goal. He had a pretty decent game. I'm looking for something to justify the 4-2.
Far fewer touches by Griezmann and Pogba than you expect, especially Griezmann with only a 70% success rate on his passing.
Yeah.
It's not amazing.
I wouldn't say they played a counter-attacking game, but they certainly took advantage of the moments when they had a chance to attack. And so that's what's so interesting about the game. Croatia felt like they were up 4-2.
Mbappe had 12 passes all game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean,
he's
he's not there to give up the ball. He's there to get the ball and pretty much do one thing with it. Let's get his heat map then and see where he spent his time.
Yeah.
It's pretty involved though.
He started dropping a little bit more.
Yeah, but you have to. If you're protecting a 2-goal lead, at that point, you tell Ibrahimovic to go play center back. You do whatever it takes.
Yeah. He would tell you to fuck off, but yeah.
One shot.
One goal.
Yeah.
Save here, and he had that pullback
Yeah.
to Pogba. Let's look at all of France's shots. We know we had one in the first half, so they found their shots. In the second half, you can see a couple saves. It was the long-range shots. Could Subasic have done better on those? I mean, these aren't shots coming from here, where he's kind of...
Yeah, he was shielded on him. He couldn't really see.
Yeah,
I don't think he's to blame for any of the goals, honestly, except maybe the header one where you guys were saying, like, he always should have, like, figured out that there were defenders there. But, like, every single other one, I think, they're so far out of the box. They're just great shots.
Yeah, you got to give France credit for putting everything on goal.
I think this more than anything tells the story of what we're saying, where it wasn't death by football. They didn't pass you off the park. There wasn't chance after chance. Yeah. You could argue maybe Croatia even did more of that. But France's players, as we know, pound for pound, probably the most talented team there. And that showed. When they did get a chance, what did they made it count. Yeah. They scored from here. Yeah. I mean, they're forcing saves from here. I think this is Fakir's shot, and I don't know whose shot that was, but I mean, that's it. Where you're kind of a sniper out there.
Those are the only real chances that Mbappe or Pogba had.
Yeah,
and they put them away.
Yeah, well, except for Pogba's second chance.
Oh yeah.
If you're an opponent playing this team, you say, if you came to me and I was Croatia or anyone France is playing, and before the game you go, look, they're a good team, they're going to get some shots, but I'll tell you what, you're going to concede shots, but they're all from outside the box, they're all from deep. You'd say, yeah, that's great. I'll take my chances. You're telling me that I'm going to not allow Mbappe or anyone to have a clear shots on goal from around the penalty area? Right. Yeah, that's great. That's the best case scenario. But France still so good that they make those count. Croatia's second half shots, there's the difference, right?
All over the map.
I mean, you're trying from 40 yards out. That's a problem.
I mean, even still though, from here, block, off target, well off target. I mean, these aren't even. Those aren't even really close. Those are.
And this is just Lloris mess up. So.
Yeah. They were more effective in the first half because all of them were in the box as opposed to the second half, which
that's
were
true.
more outside. So.
And what do you guys attribute that to?
You have to say adjustments from France, I imagine, because they must have done something to force the Croatians to start shooting from outside the box as opposed to where they were doing in the first half, inside. So they might have made some adjustments to push them further out.
I don't know. I don't know
if I saw that.
I thought Croatia settled a little bit more too.
Yeah. I think you're right. I'm not sure if everybody might attribute it to Conte coming out and bringing on. But I don't know.
Let's see what happened in the average position. We see overall in the game, Giroud did get further as the game went on. Probably just because he was running back slowly.
Yeah.
And Griezmann came a little further. You got Mbappe up. Pogba, I think this is more forward than we saw in the first half. Right. And when the subs came on.
Yeah, Zonzi kind of pushed more to the middle, and I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think we saw in the first half, Croatia looked more dangerous, at least in goal-scoring positions, when they were playing wide and then sending the ball in. And in the second half, you look at their shot chart, everything's up the middle, where France is really clogging it. And that's why they're sending everything wide. They're trying to shoot curlers that are just swinging around the last defender, and it just didn't work.
We see Croatia's average positions here pretty unchanged from what we saw at half. Nothing looks drastically different than what we were looking at earlier. Let's see how their subs changed the match. Kramaric playing a little forward, but tell me one thing Kramaric did when he came on. Can you recall a single thing? I mean, that's not an impact sub, whereas, like you were saying earlier, Deschamps, we couldn't really believe it at the time, but after that, that's when the goals started coming, when Nzonzi came on and Conte came off and Tolisso. So I think you have to give some credit for Deschamps here. He's been a little maligned. I haven't been his biggest fan because I wanted to see France more attacking, but they gave me 4 goals, and he made a change that helped them win the game. I've got nothing bad to say about him at this point. The proof is in what we're seeing right now. Them hoisting the
doing the Iceland clap thing, whatever they call that.
The thunderclap.
Thunderclap, yeah.
What does this do for Croatia's legacy? How do they leave this tournament? It's always tough to finish runner-up, especially to lose a match like that where it was almost a whirlwind. You don't really know quite what happened, what hit you. They go home with pride. You have to, right? I mean, that's still their highest ever finish.
Well, it's reminiscent of the '98 team, right? Sukur, rather, and all those guys that they played with, people, they became household names of people who love soccer because of what they did in that tournament. The same thing's going to happen here. But more people know about Modric now than they did before. Rakitic, all these other players, they know more about them now because of their performances. They couldn't get it done. It's just sometimes. It's the talent disparity can't be argued. If France, especially that article that the guy that was here yesterday, I'm sorry, his name, the young Latino kid, he talked about the box article. I went home on the video. I went home and watched that, and it's incredible how many players that are French-born that are on World Cup teams that are not on the French team. They're on other World Cup teams.
They're exporting talent.
And that tells you that that's a hard thing to overcome, that disparity in talent.
Kramash reminded us that, or Cathal's reminded us that France now have more World Cups than England, so the English should be really happy about that. Overall, for the casual soccer fan, it's been tough in some ways for this World Cup to, they tune in to see the big nations and there's an upset and we're all excited and we're trying to explain to the casual or maybe non-fans why this is so great, and they're going, but none of the big teams are there, or this Neymar guy is diving and we have to go, but no, he's really good. We got a World Cup final now that would, if they were watching, how could you not enjoy the sport, right? This was a great showpiece for that.
You're dead inside if you didn't love that.
Who's
Croatian player had a flag on him that's going to get him some sort of suspension. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't the Croatian flag.
Really?
Something's going to happen. Political statement.
We move the ball around, we score the goals, don't know what more we could do. Croatia played great. Oh yeah, it's the Brazilian. That's what you called it.
Which was that 70 or?
Yeah, he's won 3 actually. He won 2 as a player and then 1 as a coach.
So he won 58, 66.
And then
coach is 70.
I think let me double check. I looked it up.
Who is this?
Zagallo.
58 and 70.
But I thought he won twice as a player.
Well, if he was on the 62 team, then
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won both those as well.
Because Brazil won 58, 62, England won 66, and then 70 if he was the manager. But
70 with aging. Was it 29-year-old Pele?
I don't know his real age. Speaking of age, let's talk about 19-year-old Mbappe. Terry gave us some good facts. Youngest ever Monaco player in score. He's won League One twice. Youngest player to score 2 goals in a World Cup game since Pele. The 3rd teenager to play, or at least start in a World Cup final. First teenager to score in the final since Pele, and is now a World Cup winner.
And
how much better can you get?
Eventually, first player to lead Liverpool to a Premier League title.
Come on, I couldn't even. We were throwing out a hypothetical situation. I couldn't even get behind that because it was outside the realm of possibility.
I mean, you guys in 4 years, maybe the best player in the world.
Yeah, certainly possible.
John's been watching too many movies where he's starting to believe that that's truly impossible. I can't even dream that big. So, Don't get me
We
too
have
excited.
money now. We have money, and the money now. We have money, and the lure of Champions League football. It's possible.
Spoken like a true gentleman.
Yeah.
I've got money.
now.
I've got money.
It's going to your head.
Whatever you need. Whatever you need.
Let's look ahead 4 years, Qatar. November, December of
4.5 years.
Yeah, 4.5 years. Well, any thoughts towards that? You think it's going to be a good tournament, bad tournament? You think we're going to see? Are any of these teams going to resemble themselves? You know, like I know it's way too early to say, but is there one team where you're like, you know what? In 4 years, they could be really good.
Probably the U.S., right?
Better.
Better.
We'll probably be there.
We'll be there.
Hopefully.
England will be better.
England will be better.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
true.
yeah. England's going to be. I mean, Belgium's going to be on their tail end
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And Giroud's going to be gone, so you know France is done. Put
it.
him in the coffin.
Freeze them in some carbon right now. You're gonna need your good luck old man out there.
Brazil should be pretty strong.
Yeah.
They need to keep a manager who wants to attack. Neymar and Coutinho should be just ready for that. It's their tournament.
Who's going to be the new guys? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, not like they're going to threaten to win the cup or anything, but I think the U.S. should look really good in 4 years.
And Argentina's going to be like they're going to have a new
Yeah,
look.
Messi will be gone by then. I would imagine.
Yeah, he probably won't play.
Who's going to
Dybala will lead the
Uruguay,
line.
same.
Uruguay, I worry about.
Maybe England might be starting to peak at that point with some of this core.
England should be a threat.
Yep.
Should be. Poor.
The talk's going to be about
Germany will
what
be.
color vest does Southgate wear?
Is Southgate still the manager in 4 years?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
And it's a gray vest.
Well, what can happen with the Euros?
Yeah,
though?
it'll depend on what happens with the Euro, I think.
But
Champs-Élysées.
yeah, maybe Germany will be settled at striker.
I mean, you got to figure
Croatia.
there's an evolution that's going to happen in Germany within
Yes.
1 year. Not even,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So like,
Dude,
something will happen.
I bet by the time their UEFA League games, whatever it's called, starts in is that September or October, whenever the next international window is.
Yeah.
I bet we're gonna see anyone over like 27, 28 gone.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that to the camera?
I look for Holland to be a powerhouse. I don't know who the young stars are now, aside from Depay. Looks like he's back.
Is he?
Van de Beek. He's looked amazing at Lyon this year.
It almost looks like they're
Yeah, but I'd look
consoling
amazing at
Lyon.
Lyon.
Doesn't it?
But just coming off 2 missed tournaments, I can't see Holland not coming back.
I think they'll make the Euros at least, and
Yeah.
then go from there for the World Cup.
That's how we're going to know
That's what I'm
if
saying. The Euros are going to be a bunch of 20-year-olds,
Yeah.
and then make it out of the group, and then the World Cup. I think they'll challenge.
What about Italy?
Arguably, it's harder to make the Euros than it is to make the
I
World
think,
Cup.
I think it is too.
Because
And then,
of the
and of course Italy is good.
Yeah, what's your Italy prediction?
Back
I
with a
know.
vengeance.
We'll see. We'll see if we can make the Euros.
that's-
Donnarumma.
I'd love him at Liverpool.
I don't know. He's made some silly mistakes
He's
too.
still young though.
He's 19, right?
That's yeah.
But that's the measure of a real legitimate soccer country is when you miss a World Cup or when you screw up like with Germany,
Things change.
things
yeah.
change
Yep.
and that doesn't happen again. Holland, the Netherlands will be back. Italy will be back, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they better be.
If the
Otherwise,
U.S. can't,
I'm quitting.
if there isn't some drastic changes, and we have more time because we have 4 years because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. There's no Euro for us.
Right.
We don't.
Yeah.
So we have enough time to actually institute it.
That's. I
Gold
think that's
Cup.
part of the. I think that's part of
Yeah,
the problem.
Gold Cup
the Gold
to
Cup.
work.
But I think that's part of the problem with the U.S.
They better waltz through the Gold Cup.
I think that's part of the problem with the U.S. though is that they don't really take the Gold Cup as seriously as Europeans take the Euro.
Can you blame
Right.
them?
Right, and because of
Do
that,
you?
no, I don't. But because of that, they take too much time to try and develop talent for the next World Cup.
Yeah.
Whereas the European countries are focused on the Euro is a big deal to win.
Yep.
So winning the Euro means you have to start practicing early and preparing confidently early.
What do you think about this? Since obviously the quality of play is so much lower, and there are only 2 outside invites to the Copa.
Right.
What if the U.S. just starts doing every other year just a tournament like they did in I think it was '95, where they invited England, Brazil, I believe Argentina was here, Spain, and just try to actually have this, just during one of those windows where you're actually playing top sides in a semi-competitive atmosphere, just so you can see what you're up against instead of playing all this CONCACAF.
I think that's what a good nation does. I mean, don't you think, John?
Yeah,
They
I
need to
think
test
so.
themselves.
Absolutely, Sevi. But the thing is, do these nations want to come and put themselves through this?
Yeah,
Because
right,
they risk
right.
they risk embarrassment, they risk players getting injured, they risk all those kinds of things. So
They're
France,
FIFA, they're
France
FIFA,
did.
They're FIFA
France
ranked.
did before this.
France
Who
did.
was France's final warm-up
right,
game?
Yeah.
right.
Maybe
But-
maybe that was a wake-up call. So
Yeah.
U.S.
Certainly.
basically won this World Cup. All right.
And there could be a lot of money. There's a lot of money for their confederations playing here. you
Yes,
know?
true,
So
true.
there is that, and also.
But will they send their best players? That's the other thing
question.
too.
Yeah,
That's
right.
If
the
they send their
question.
B teams, then what have we proved? We've proven nothing.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen. The U.S. is next. I believe it's 6 friendlies. Are all top
Yeah,
talent.
yeah.
And
They've lined it up.
I hope the other countries bring their top teams.
Sure.
Their top.
The other question, though, is looking at this World Cup when it's happening in 4.5 years. It's in the middle of the season, the domestic
Yeah, that's
season.
It's
gonna be
insane.
weird.
It's insane.
That's weird to me. Yeah, like, are they gonna, like, what's gonna happen to those seasons and those leagues having so many quality players out of their leagues for a month and a half?
I still think that you got to look at where the money is, and I think all the domestic leagues. I still don't believe the November, December. I know that
Right.
FIFA have said it, but
Yeah.
I don't. I think they capitulate. I
Do
think
you think the
something
leagues are
happens.
going to suspend play for a month?
That's what I think. Though.
Yeah,
and
yes,
it'll
of
shift the
course.
next season too.
But I don't.
That's
I
true.
don't, I don't know if the leagues are going to be okay with their players going and getting exhausted and
In the
injured.
middle of a year.
And here's
in
the
middle
other
of
thing:
a
if
season.
you're an owner of a team, and you're paying a guy $60 million,
You pay the money.
Do you want him going to
No.
play in the
Right.
World Cup? That's what I'm
No.
saying. Do you fight the federation?
They don't
from
like
bringing
them
him
going
over?
in the summer.
Yeah,
For the
Especially for the
players,
other
you
guys.
got to
True.
say they're going to be fresher for the World Cup.
yeah. Well, they'll be at least informed. They'll be
you would
informed.
think.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah,
they,
that's a good
they're
point.
passing to new players, but
Yeah.
good comments. Mbappe heading to the Warriors probably. And Terry gave us some. So I got some questions and some good stats. Some good stats about the losers.
That's
so
great.
in the last 4 World Cup finals, there's been a goalkeeper who played for Monaco, and they've all been on the losing team. So
Oh,
in
wow.
2006, Barthez.
This
Yeah,
is
Fabian.
something I have actually looked into.
Stecklenburg, is this true or
so
not true?
It is 100% true. However, Stecklenburg only played 1 game, and Romero only played 3.
Okay.
And it was all after.
Barthez was starting though.
Barthez played 6
Subasic
seasons
as well.
there.
All right, here's another one. Dejan Lovren has lost 4 finals in a row. Capital One Cup, Europa League final, Champions League final.
Wow, that's
World Cup final.
That's got to be tough.
I'll tell you what though, I
mean,
honestly,
good on him to
I'm
getting to all those
starting-
finals, but still.
I'm starting to forget the Capital One in the Europa, but he didn't put a foot wrong in the Champions
He
League or
didn't.
this one. I thought he played
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
As
you
a
want this kind
perennial
of
loser,
experience.
it's fun. I've done nothing but lose in my organized sports career.
I think you want a guy who's been tested, and now this is part of his maturation as a defender. Who knows how much of this experience they're going to bring into the league season and be an even better defender? We'll see.
Couple more comments here. Cathal Thomas Coleman says, "Do you think Belgium can improve the win in the next World Cup?" I think they still got a shot for the Euros, but I think I don't
4
know.
years is
I don't
a
know what they're
stretch.
going to look like
Yeah.
in 4
Right.
years.
2 years, yeah. 4 years is pushing it.
Thanks for watching, Cathal.
Yeah, Mr. Mass says the only thing England brought to the World Cup was their waistcoats.
Oh.
But they're coming home with the golden boot. Harry Kane's got that in his
Coming
grip.
home. It's coming home.
Grimash says, "Guys, cool studio and logo and insight. Hey, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
You guys are the best. So thanks for joining us out." Robert Young says, "U.S. needs a head coach first. We need a lot of things. Good players would help too. A clear, cohesive strategy of what we're doing with soccer in the U.S.
Yeah. I think the Klinsmann example, I think the Klinsmann just exposed what needed to happen, and now people are in positions now to make this happen. Getting rid of Gulati and moving into another. And who knows, this coach, you've been promoting this coach, Sevi. You like this American coach. So who knows if he's going to
He's okay.
stick around.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Cathal says he's still shocked that Ronaldo signed for the Los Angeles Lakers. Hey. If Ronaldo wants to play for any of the LA team, that's fine. That's fine with me. We'll
Philip
take him.
Lahm, the ceremonial handing of the World Cup from previous winner to the new winner.
It's always such an awkward thing to do. Van Sensei says, "Is Qatar's team any good?"
What?
No.
Oh my God!
You know what?
They're gonna have an automatic bid.
You know what
Yeah,
they're
I
good
know.
at? I think they have a good
They're not?
handball team. Terry, don't they have a good handball team? I know you're a big handball fan.
Oh yeah, favorite sport, right behind darts.
Yeah, right behind darts.
So they're not gonna have an automatic.
They do.
They
Oh, they
do.
do.
Yeah, every World Cup host has an automatic bid.
Yeah, it's not in the U.S.'s joint bid because it was a joint bid.
Because there's
Did you
3
know that?
countries.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, will they?
Oh, they not?
No,
But-
it's,
but
it's
with
to
40
be
But there's 48
negotiated.
teams, so why
You
not
have
give
to,
all 3
yeah.
of them?
It seems like they'll have to, but then there's a question of what pot do they go in? Because normally the host is always
Oh, yeah.
pot 1.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you would figure since the U.S. is hosting the the opening and the final and the majority of the games, they get pot 1.
Right.
And then you can just spread out Mexico and Canada in pot 2 and 3, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Plus, the pots are still, like, as of this World Cup, it's still like FIFA ranking and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's all BS anyways.
I wonder if they do 12 groups of 4.
Why would you go to commercial right now?
What if instead of 12 groups of 4, they do 8 groups of 6? And then the top 2 get out. It would be much harder.
3.
What is it?
Groups of 3.
Yeah, the
16 groups of 3.
yeah.
What?
That's how they're doing
This
it?
is all just
And
making
the
world-
winner. So you have to win the group to get out then.
No, it's. Hang on, I was reading about this.
It's stupid. It's this.
No, it
this
would be
World
the
Cup
top
makes
2
sense.
of every group.
I don't.
For instance,
I don't want
it's
third
gonna-
place and
Yeah, it's to be
If you only
32
want
teams.
16 to advance. But then, yeah.
If you want 32 to
32,
advance, that'd be the top 2. So only the loser of every group would then. So then it becomes, well, there's only one loser in each group, and then you're immediately in the knockout rounds.
Huh. I don't know if I like it better or less.
This awkward, clumsy conversation we're still in right now, I think FIFA is done maybe 5 minutes ahead of us. Like, you know, like they're maybe way later. Like they've done this one day before we have.
Yeah, they
so.
didn't
They have
even-
like a checklist of things they have to do by certain times. It's like, let's decide on the number of teams. Check. And then they'll move on. How are we going to do this?
Well,
Yeah.
we'll figure something.
I mean, they didn't even
Some
figure
will
out
pay.
how they were going to have a World Cup in Qatar until months after.
I'm really
Qatar's
looking
like,
forward-
Wait a minute, it is hot.
Yeah,
little
I'm
warm here.
looking forward to the roofs that float above the stadium, apparently, that keep it cool.
The fake clouds. Yeah,
That
we'll
was-
build clouds.
That was part of their proposal. and
Right.
Was one of the reasons why they said.
Absurd.
I like Van Sensei's idea here. Let's band together, get the best 3 players from Canada, Mexico, and U.S. and play on a joint under one flag.
Yeah.
Yep.
The North American flag. Is that
Would
a
there
flag?
be any Canadian players that sneak in?
I can't imagine.
Steve Nash, maybe?
What's his name?
Yeah.
Dwayne. He used to play for Houston. He was the only Canadian player that would ever.
I can't name a Canadian player.
Yeah, I couldn't think of one.
We've got time. We've got 4. They've got 4 years to for Trudeau to grant citizenship.
How bad is Qatar going to get beaten? Even if they're a pot 1.
Listen,
And they have pots.
And playing at home.
they'll pay for a win or 2. Right? They can still, you can buy a few points. It's FIFA. You could buy a draw somewhere.
I think they qualify in the group with like New Zealand and everybody, right?
They qualify in the Asia.
Okay.
Actually, how do they do that?
Australian's the
that-
one who moved to Asia from Oceania.
Right. But the
Is there
Oceania
still
still gets a
Oceania?
half a position, right? And I think Asia
Or the
has
play-in,
to
the
do a
play-in
playoff half a position as well, doesn't it?
Something.
Asia gets a couple automatic, but Oceania plays they play the 4th place or did play the 4th place in CONMEBOL, right?
CONMEBOL.
Yeah.
That's what it always like, and that's such a weird
Or
like
CONMEBOL or CONCACAF?
CONMEBOL.
CONMEBOL,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Sorry.
you get this weird rivalry between like it was like New Zealand playing like I think Colombia or who is it they would play? I can't remember. The
Didn't
last
Mexico
time
had to do that to get into this tournament? Was it Mexico?
No, Mexico qualified.
Or
No,
in a tournament before, Mexico had to win that game in order to
Yeah,
qualify.
we got Mexico.
U.S.
in.
U.S.
That's
helped.
right.
We
That's
scored
right,
at
that's
a
right.
stoppage time. That's their president.
Looking
So-
like she about to do a guest spot on Nashville.
Comment of the day.
Yeah, the white pants, the final.
There's the
Pants,
mime
bro,
shirt.
It's big. Yeah, my favorite.
Macron.
Mbappe.
Don't wear the flag like a skirt. What's wrong with you, man? Wear it around your shoulders, dog.
He's getting the silver ball.
World young
A
player.
young player.
Young player. I mean,
I think that would kind of
Yeah.
became obvious.
Yeah,
right?
that
was
one
a
went-
formality.
no one else is even in the neighborhood.
Who's that guy?
Good for him. Cuts out the diving. I can get 100% behind his game. That's it. Like that's the only thing that I dislike about the way he plays. He'll learn to take over games more.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll learn.
Phenomenal player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should go to England.
Ah, he won.
There it is.
He won the
Good,
Milnor.
Oh,
good
there
for
you go.
Modric. Oh God, that's like that's tough to watch. It's a real strange mix of personalities up there right now.
Yeah, I was just thinking that Putin so far has been just simple handshakes. Everybody else has been having given like a hug or a kiss on the
Yeah.
cheek.
Putin's trying to figure out how to take advantage of them. He's looking for weaknesses.
Testing, just probing.
Yeah.
He's already probably the World Cup trophy they're going to give is like a replica, and he's got the original.
Got the jewels from it. Nice smile, Luka.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
he
keeping
probably
that.
gave it to Trump so that we'll let them take Syria.
Oh.
Damn, these fools are everybody but to cry. How many people cried at the end of games in this cup?
There's
feel
been
like
a lot
those
of
are the most,
tears.
a lot of tears.
I didn't know presidents could wear jerseys. This is a game changer. What are all these other presidents
You
doing?
could still run for office now.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Trump in a U.S. jersey? Jesus.
Oh, that's not what that happened.
But hey, at least it's not the Puma skin tight nipple jersey,
raining?
right? Can you imagine? That would be the worst.
I prefer that actually.
Yeah, you want to see everything he's got?
Yeah, I want to see what's actually
He
going
did.
on.
Courtois didn't win.
Yeah. Courtois, did he show up?
No, they showed him on the screen. I don't think he's there.
I think he was on the first flight home yesterday.
Yeah.
Is it raining?
Sure.
I think it is.
Courtois, I'd say he deserved the Golden Glove. Both keepers today maybe kind of rolled themselves out of it a little bit. Pickford, with England's last two matches, they conceded a couple too many goals.
Yeah.
And who else? Schmeichel we liked, but only playing.
He went out too early.
Only playing 4 games.
he
It's
went out
tough.
too
It's
early.
tough to. It is raining.
It didn't
A
rain
lot.
during the game, did it?
No.
I don't remember it.
Oh.
You see, she gave Mandzukic the extra long
Did she?
embrace. Yeah, the hug with the rub. You know what I mean? You know when you like hug somebody hugs you, and then they don't really let their hands
It's
Yeah.
raining
go.
now.
All they kind of let it slink off you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Like the
Yeah.
dying embrace.
Yeah, the delicate.
You giving a few of those, or you get those usually?
I mean, look, dude, who knows anymore?
There's hands lingering.
Things happen.
I've watched a lot of television as well. Silk stockings,
Oh,
things
whoa.
like that.
Pacific
I
Blue.
don't think I've ever seen it rain at a final.
It seems like she really spent more than 2 minutes around these players. You know, like
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure she's like been in the locker room after their successive victories and
Yeah.
thanked them.
But I mean, like it looks like she knows them almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in a country as small as Croatia. Every single player is household name,
Must be.
national hero. I mean, you think about their population. It's like if downtown LA made the final
Yeah.
of the World Cup.
I love how no one has an umbrella except Putin. That's great.
That's
That's
what
pretty
Cathal just said.
Oh,
here.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah. No.
How ridiculous is that?
Because he's
Hilarious.
yeah.
Dream not to touch me. God, you're
You
such a...
should still.
Nice.
It's like a mafia
it's like
guy.
really coming down now.
Wow.
Like, look at his shirt.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
man.
Must protect suit, made of blood money.
Oh, my man can't do his shift at Olive Garden after this.
no.
There we go.
Shirt is ruined.
It's a little late now.
That's end of shift at Olive
How about,
Garden.
how about the lady? Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
She's
she's
got on
got the
dry
white. She's
fit.
got the white pants.
Yeah.
You got to be
No,
careful,
that's
lady.
good, guys. Have some respect. My God, Conte's smaller than Pickford.
This is the best
Is
thing
that
in
possible?
sports. The lifting of the trophy.
Mhm.
Oh, the anticipation.
You don't like the second place team who gets their medals who immediately take them off. VAR is bullshit. I want one more of those.
It pisses me off so much when the teams get second place and they're angry. It's like, dude, one day you're gonna be an old man and you got second place in the World Cup. Smile.
Well, you know what it is?
I don't know.
It's tough to do it that day. If you did the
Yeah,
ceremony
yeah.
the next
In like
day,
5
or
years,
something, yeah, then they'd be like,
So-
okay, yes.
But I don't know. I think I would still be pretty bitter because it's like if I were Belgium right now, I'd be like, all right, I look back in 10 years and be like, third place in the World Cup is great. But to get second place, you're like, I was so close.
That's what
You're right
studies
there.
have shown. Is
You're
that
on the
third,
field.
third
You're on the
place
field
is
with
is
it.
always happier than second
yeah,
place.
because I was
Yeah.
so close.
There's
to get-
definitely happier in second
Yeah.
because you at least went out on a win.
Right, exactly.
It's pretty incredible that the rain held off until this exact.
Yeah, right.
That's phenomenal.
Still, Putin with the giant umbrella.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cover the cup.
Almost touching it. Have you guys seen the trophy? Oh yeah, you
I
you
did.
said you
He
saw it.
Yeah,
Right?
it was behind a glass case. They wouldn't
Yeah.
let you touch it.
Are we sure it's the real trophy?
It
I
was.
in,
It was.
Well, technically, didn't they retire? Like, because the actual Jules Rimet trophy was like stolen, so they had to like remake
And it's
it.
supposedly it's been found, but nobody believes that it's the real thing. They think that
It's fake.
it's just a forgery, and they still haven't found the original one.
Yeah.
Like that one, it's supposed to be made of all gold,
Yeah.
but they're saying that one's not actually it. That it's just a gold casing on the outside, but inside it's like a different material.
So cool.
I had a tournament in, I guess it must have been '94-ish or something like that, where I had no idea. But you know, the trophy tours the year of the
Yeah.
Cup.
Yeah.
It was at my tournament.
Oh, really?
So they didn't tell our team. And we have a game, and there's just this big section of like connected trailers with the U.S. soccer and the '94 World Cup logo on it, and a line. And we're like, "What is that?" And like, "Oh, the World Cup trophies at our tournament."
That's
So
awesome.
you walk through, and you know, there's just like posters from previous World Cups, not posters, but gigantic, you know, prints and stuff. And at the end, there's the trophy. It's under the glass box. But if you paid a certain amount, they take the box off, and you could take a photo with it.
The closest I
Really
came
cool.
was in '94 actually as well. So I was part of a team that we got selected to run on the field in the final, in the preseason
Rose
part of
Bowl.
it, the Rose Bowl.
Wow.
And so like we walked by a bunch of stuff, and I don't remember actually seeing the trophy, but I remember them talking about it. It's like close by, but we never get a chance to actually go and see it. But it was
Yeah.
cool because we got to run. We ran in front of all the players for Brazil and Italy. It was amazing.
Wow. So you grew up here.
I grew
That's
up
how
here.
that worked.
Yeah.
We're from the same town, a little place called Los Angeles,
Okay.
California.
Okay.
You too?
Yeah.
LA? No way.
Same high school.
Yeah, same high school.
Same high
actually.
school.
That's crazy.
Oh, what are the
Pieces,
odds?
Do you play
three
Friday
high
nights in
schools,
Santa
2
Monica?
towns.
Good
Same team.
Lord.
We play on the
We
same
play on
team.
the same team too. It's just
Oh
crazy.
man. Crazy
I
odds.
can't believe I've never seen you.
Question for you guys. Just from me, not even from a user. What are you looking forward to this? I don't want to say Premier League because I don't want to limit it. This domestic season. Is there a player here who broke out who you think is going to change anything next season for a team or
Well, Mbappe, right?
Where is he at right now? Mbappe?
PSG?
Mbappe,
Yeah.
PSG, yeah. But he's already like now it's a question.
Wasting time.
Is Neymar gonna
Yeah.
you know, he left Barca because he wasn't the best player. I mean, I think he's still better than Dembele by a little bit, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them leaves to be the undisputed best
He's like, I
player
just
on
want
the
to
team.
touch it. Oh, there you go.
You don't get to kiss it. I'm sorry.
I think-
You didn't earn it.
I think
you know what
Perisic gets a bigger contract whether he stays in Inter or he leaves.
Yeah, I think he earned a little bit more.
On the France side, I think everyone's already proved.
Who's the captain? Is it
Lloris is the
Lloris?
captain,
Okay.
yeah. Fantino, get out of there.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, they had
Turn up.
ruined the shot by
No
the
shit.
security.
How about
Yeah.
a front shot? There we go.
Oh,
There we
man.
go.
Hey. Redemption, huh? They should be the Euro holders too right now.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah.
Worthy champions though. They took the hardest route.
Absolutely.
They had talent. We knew they had talent. They got it done.
Now that I think about it, they should have won the Euro, and they have the potential to win the next Euro. So it's kind of like there's been these little dynasties, like Spain had that
Sure.
3 in a row,
Yeah,
Euro,
yeah.
World
Yeah.
Cup Euro.
In France, 98, 2000.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they're young enough to definitely.
Aye.
That's a good slide.
Who is that?
Is that Matuidi?
Isn't that Pogba? Racist.
I can't see.
I think it's Matuidi, isn't
I
it?
think it is Matuidi, but it looks weird with the bandana thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So dangerous.
That's how people get hurt.
Yep.
Somebody's going to tear an ACL.
Worthy
See,
winners though.
that's not
So I guess you could say the team that came closest to beating them was Denmark.
Argentina.
0-0. They drew them.
So,
Yeah.
how far into this do the backup keepers get to touch the trophy?
Yeah, like the guy who was just running and we were trying to debate who it was didn't play a single minute that I can
Yeah.
think of. So
Hey, but he was there.
Thauvin
He was there.
Was lifting it too.
Yeah, where's this guy Montanado? Where does he play at?
Yeah.
I want to find out.
oh, he's actually a pretty good goalie.
Yeah.
He plays for
Is he Lyon?
yeah, I think it's Lyon. He's actually pretty good.
Mandanda?
Someone's up on the Lyon
Oh yeah, absolutely.
lore over there.
Pretty sure it's Lyon.
Looks like a future Liverpool goalkeeper to me.
Hey,
I'm always recruiting, man.
This wasn't the tournament for goalkeepers, though, I think. I remember more mistakes than I do.
Yeah. Like De Gea, for example.
De Gea had a bad tournament.
Who came into this probably the number 1 in the world.
Sure.
Yeah.
Muslera gave away a free one. Even Lloris gave away a free one.
Muslera looked good until then, too.
Yeah.
That's the thing about goalkeeper, yeah.
Yeah. One bad day. I think Schmeichel and Courtois were the only two who look great every game.
Marseille. He plays for Marseille. That's right.
He played at Crystal for a year. Crystal Palace right before
Really?
he went back to Marseille. Yeah. Incredible.
This is awesome.
30 years old. I don't know if I want a 30-year-old goalkeeper.
Young for a goalkeeper, very young.
I
You
guess
guys
so.
want Sillison.
I guess so,
You
yeah.
want Sillison.
Yep.
Another photo, huh? Really going for it.
Dominic's trying to be part of it. I'm like, man, we're good.
Okay, Drew. Yeah, pass it off.
There's, I feel like Giroud ends up on that team of least worthy players on a World Cup winning team.
Yeah.
There's been a few questionable ones.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of like, can't think of his name.
someone on Italy,
No, the Lakers coach.
Luke Walton,
Luke Walton.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Madsen.
Yeah, right,
Oh,
exactly.
Mike Manson.
Okay. What were you going to say?
That's it.
No,
See,
It's over.
Benzema has to be thinking, man.
Yeah.
this is bullshit.
If I-
Yeah. Him and also if you look
Was
back,
Benzema on the
the Euro
2006
squad?
team?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on 06. He was a kid.
You mean
He was there, though.
16?
I think so.
Talking about
No,
last 2 years.
2006. I'm trying to think of how far back he was.
NFL
No.
commercials.
Oh,
all right.
Ribéry was on that team.
Yeah,
Ribéry
yeah,
was.
As soon as it's over,
Ten
the
reps
minute
is
it's
great.
over, it's a football
Get
commercial.
Fox.
Get
That's-
some American
Fox over
football
here.
in here.
Yeah. Well, a year ago you would have thought Martial would have been on the squad too.
Yeah.
Some surprises, but whatever they did, it worked.
Yeah.
Whatever Deschamps did, the ends justify the means when you win a World Cup. There aren't that many, so
Yeah, I
you
guess
get it
looking
done.
back, nobody's going to look back and
No,
say.
no
yeah.
one's gonna say you
No.
did something wrong. It doesn't matter
No.
what you did.
Only the players who didn't get selected.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
what's his name? The PSG midfielder who kind of looks like me.
Rabiot?
Rabiot, who he's going to be pretty pissed off, I would assume.
I mean, if you're a French player who's been in and out of the team,
No, but he turned down.
he did.
Yeah, you didn't. He was the one who said that he didn't want to come because he wasn't going to be
The guy.
starting or playing. Yeah, and he didn't want to be a second choice. That was like a big news story, and everybody gave him crap about it.
Oh, that's too much ego.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a big thing about it.
Sounds like he's made for PSG. Guys, thanks a lot for joining me, both today and throughout the World Cup. I know you guys have all been here before, spent a lot of time with me emotionally as well. It's very draining. So
Pleasure.
Where are you guys gonna have? You said your podcast moving forward.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
It's World Cup for Americans. I guess next week we'll be changing the name to Soccer for Americans, and we'll start covering EPL, Champions League, other marquee games around the world, and then once the international breaks happen, those.
Nice, John.
Yeah,
Tell everyone where they can find you until the next season starts.
You can find me at The Roca Says on Twitter and on Instagram. And yeah, I have a bunch of podcasts: Outlaw Nation, Top 10 Show, all in the Schmoes Know podcast channel, and Cinephiles. But look for my sports podcast coming soon. Probably a 3-hour sports podcast from taking calls and talking to people. So I'm setting all that.
All
up.
sports, soccer.
All sports, yeah, all sports. So it's something I want to move into. So this is like the new thing I'm exploring, moving past movies and TV and entertainment stuff for Collider and moving into something else. So
You
we'll
got a lot of thoughts.
Yeah,
The hardest working man. The hardest working man.
see.
in
Trying to stay alive.
entertainment.
Yeah.
And
Thank you for having me on, Sevi. Thank you so much. It's
Hey.
been a blast, and thanks to Ben Bateman for suggesting you to me and all this kind of jazz. So thank you for having me. It's been a great time.
Love-
Hanging out with you guys.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, love
Round
it.
of applause for the stats board. Too.
Yeah, true, yeah.
What?
The real MVP there. The real MVP.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and stay tuned on our social. We'll let you know what we're doing for next season. But we got some things in the works, so this isn't the end of the show. So remember to subscribe, follow, tweet, follow everyone here. Send us some love. Check out more videos. Anything you missed this World Cup, it's on our YouTube channel, so you can go back and find all the terrible predictions we made that just didn't come home at all. So that's a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us, and remember, if you are watching this, you are the convention.